This video may contain copyrighted material, the use of which may not have been specifically authorized by the copyright owner under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
Hello there, we're going to get the show started. Shut up. In just a minute, but we do have a couple of hellos to start the show off with. Sheriff Consent is here, and that guy is here. Now let's do the intro. Please welcome DZ1119.
It's my party and I'll cry if I want to, cry if I want to.
Hello to Michael Fox, and boy, oh boy, didn't you pick a good time to come to the show. We are currently experiencing lack of self-awareness. Please stand by. Indeed, please stand by while I read this for the listeners. It's really early for that. Comes from that guy. He says, God, he offends all five senses simultaneously. And DZ1119, otherwise known as just DZ, I can't believe he's finding new ways to get crazier. Well, we're going to take a look at that here tonight.
Running faggot, running free.
How it feels to chew 5 gum. Stimulate your senses.
You know, kids, I find that bit impossible to beat into the ground. Beating a dead horse, not with that one, ever, ever, ever.
Answer the fucking question, you stupid fucking bitch. I will always respectfully, 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 you stupid fucking bitch. 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 I will always respectfully, you stupid fucking bitch.
fuck off.
I will look into that right now. I may even have that on my hard drive still. I'll take a look.
Capiche? Excuse me? I run your pussy, bitch. Yeah, I'm who's fucking it. Enjoy what the fuck you had. You ain't got it no more. I'm gone. Ah! What now? Bitch!
He did it again. Caused trouble. Hurt someone's feelings. Yet he didn't want to do it. Yes, troublesome people are often people in trouble. They may be mentally ill. Find out how you can help. Write Better Mental Health, Box 3000, New York 1, New York.
Welcome to the Dust Lord. Brain damage, but it's only permanent. And I hang out in the day room.
Lithium is one of the most common mood stabilizers for people with bipolar
What
disorder.
is going on here?
Damn, you're late. Damn, you're late. Damn, you're late. Damn, you're late.
And I hang out in the day room. With a straitjacket set. With the straitjacket set. Yeah, I'm in the, that's what I'm in the, that's what I'm in the, that's what I'm in the, that's what. Patients report to the pharmacy for medication. And I crawl through the shadows of the bars on the floor for my pills. For my pills! Yeah!
Completely unhinged, delusional, rambling lunatic.
Final paper, read the latest news. Read about Dick Staple fingers stolen. Paper, Mr. Extra final paper. Read the latest news. Read about Dick Staple fingers stolen. Paper, Mr. Extra final paper.
Oh, you know, I just had to end like that. I guess I may have dropped the curtain a little bit too early. Hello again, Sneedville. I'm Rich Baritone, and Negative 43 TV is live for Saturday, May 3rd, 2025. I'd like to apologize for being a little bit over an hour late for this show, but it was a special time of the month for old men everywhere. Indeed, it was time for me to go rehook it. Boy, did I get some fun stuff. Speaking of fun people, Pascal Digital is here. Fear leaving. I'm a huge fan. John Cole is here. Happy Sartan Saturday to you as well. That guy says, and I'll read it for the listeners, all those sticks Shammy put in his path must have been ugly sticks, and they made contact repeatedly. Believe me when I tell you that. So before I go any further, come to me. My blood pressure goes down a full 30 points. I promise you. Let's see what else I can make happen right now. Hey, it's Chiron time here on the old show. Everything's building up, building up, building up. I got to tell you about my little run today. I decided I was going to do something different. I'm always getting, 1 gram carts, and I mean always. And I decided to do something different, which was to go very retro, yet not go retro. Let's say hello to lobster. I'll explain right now, since that made no sense whatsoever. I got a nice ½ ounce of some beautiful hybrid bud. And I got this thing of glory called Picasso's brush They are, of course, not a sponsor. It's literally a brush that sits on top of 2 grams of live resin. Indeed, you just turn the bottom of the thing to the right until the resin appears on the brush, dab it 3 times across the width of the paper, then use the handy brush to spread it out all evenly and pretty. I smoked a joint of this construction about an hour ago, and I can say with all confidence, we're probably going to have some mute game winners tonight. Yes, indeed, my tether to reality is still holding, but boy, am I floating right now. And I am looking at another perfectly rolled joint on a tray in front of me right now. I'm going to save that one for the first smoke 'em if you got 'em. I'm going off the chain tonight, everybody, as you kids used to say 20 years ago or somewhere in that neighborhood. So let me bring up on the screen the main subject of this evening's show. I listened to this while I was on said run, and I found it to be very, very entertaining. And do what that guy says. He's a very, very wise man. Honk that like button. It's just the best thing that you could possibly do. I will find that video, and the next time I go live that guy, I will run it just for you. I was trying to find it in another tab on this computer, and old Betsy was saying, hey, Rich, what the fuck you doing, man? I'm 3 million years old in Earth years, man. Fucking stop it. So I stopped it, and I did check to see if it was still on my computer, and it's not. I think it's the only 5 gum commercial that isn't on my computer. It's just so very goofy. So let's add that to the stage. Yep, now you can see what I'm talking about. And as I always like to say, let's go into useless full screen mode right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to enjoy. I think. I think we'll enjoy it. We'll manage one way or the other. This one is from 2 hours ago as I prepare to hit the candy-colored button. This one's called Batman Takeover Time here on Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness. I'm right at the candy-colored button, and let's go!
Alrighty, folks. Welcome to the show.
Oh, boy.
This is the Red Pill Bonanza.
Okay, I have not seen any of the video portion of this. I've heard it all. I haven't seen any of it, that whole driving thing, but good Lord in heaven, look at that. It's a look of pride. And the only question is why? Hit the button, Rich. Come the fuck on.
Red Pill Bonanza. That's right, because the red pill is declining and the Batman is arising. That's right. Red Pill, I just want to check on you.
And there's Bear Jew Biz. Take it with you. Negative 43 TV's always portable and fun.
How are things going in the chicken coop? Okay? And don't worry, Red Pill, I'm having my share of problems. Hopefully that brightens your day. All right? Hopefully that'll brighten your day with the Red Pill Bonanza. Red Pill that I'm going through it because my steel armor keeps bouncing right on my back too.
Your steel armor keeps bouncing right on your back too because it doesn't fit. It's actually the trash can trying to tell you, you know, Taiwi, you look really fucking dumb wearing this. I'm going to try to make you as uncomfortable as possible, Taiwi, so eventually you'll take me off and stop embarrassing me.
Right where my lungs.
It's true, inanimate objects can in fact feel embarrassment.
Sorry. It's not fun, Red Pill. There was about a week went by. 1 week, I think, because of this. Well, I know because of this. I don't know if it had to do with lack of sleep.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You are a farmer, aren't you, Skip?
Sleep too, or pulling a muscle. But man, I already have issues. But I mean, I could not breathe, bro. I could not get air. I would try to go to get air, and it would be extremely painful. You know what I mean? For like a week. And then what's so crazy is I think I still didn't really stop doing what I was doing. Like I
That's just it. And if you were having the complications you claimed, you would quit what you're doing, at least for a time. Isn't hypochondria loads of fun?
still came out here and did this. You know what I mean? But like I said, there's no pacts between lions and men. Red Pill, what was you talking about on the Red Pill Bonanza today? What was you talking about something about a boxing match? I never offered you no boxing match. Why you keep making up lies?
That strap on the bat mask, I swear to God, it looks like a dead leaf has lodged itself in Taiwee's hair.
Red Pill, all he does is lie. All of them. All they do is sit there and lie and make up things. They're just like TJ. I put TJ in his place completely verbally yesterday.
There may be a surprise afoot relative to TJ. I'm not saying anything.
I told him what it really is. I'm about sick of him. Like, well, what is it to talk on a show when it's a conversation between you and I? Well, what are you talking about, bro? Like, y'all be trying to carry a conversation. You know you make it no sense.
Now, I did hear one thing that might have been during this conversation that TJ said to him, I don't understand how all of these people are going to prison for life. I don't get where anybody here is doing anything that amounts to a life sentence, let alone a ticket. Kind of went downhill from there, I guess.
And they got the nerve to roll reverse. Son, this dude tried to tell me yesterday he got on my phone. Again, you see how they do everything electronically. Like, what is you talking on my phone for? Just talk in person. Like, I told him like 800 times the same thing. That's crazy, son. Like, he's just making stuff up. And I'm literally sitting there telling him, homeboy, it's very simple. You either do it or you don't. I have every show on here addressing you. I told him, I'll talk and say what I want on my platform, little homie. Who are you?
You know, he doesn't have any idea at all how pathetic he looks. 35-year-old man wearing a Batman mask, walking down the street in the rain. He just looks like hell. And again, if you look here at the right side of your screen, I hope you can see the arrow going around. Yep, definitely looks like a storm blew a leaf into his hair.
You talking to? Okay, I'm a boss. Like I told you, you are nowhere near my level. What do you mean conversation between you and I? You're not a man. Be a man first, okay? I made 11 bands in front of your face. You got banned from that hotel because you was acting out, right? Remember? Right? He got amnesia now. Oh, I was over there the other day. Well, then you could go to jail for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, checking in live, it is in fact Agent Money Mike, and he's back there. He's certainly back there in Brownsville, and he's somewhere around the sports complex. Do you feel a little nervous, Tyree? We don't care that you know anymore. After all, we're the order of action, and we're inescapable.
Because you were banned 100%. So what do you mean? I literally could remind them that you were banned. Like, dude, you ain't making no sense at all, bro. That's crazy, man.
I remind myself that I'm banned every time I try to post a shit emoji in your chat. On the rare occasion it's open, I know all about it.
Yeah, because he tried to flip on somebody, right? Because, my ID. Like, no, bro, you're just delusional. Like I said, it's rampant in y'all's community, right? They can't get it together mentally. None of them. They're completely unstable. Christina said the same thing. I told him straight up, me and Christina think you're both a little, you're like real talk, bro. He unstable as hell. And that's what he wanted to do, honey. He wanted to get me stranded in Austin because there's other people pulling his puppet strings. He's a puppet. He's a puppet for other puppets. Feel me? Because they mad because they ain't nothing and they seeing me succeed and they still obsessed. I got stalkers in reality.
You sure do, except we're not stalkers. Stalkers are never on the federal payroll. We are. Remember, I'm Major Rich Baritone, Order of Action.
And I got stalkers.
That sounds like a DC comic, doesn't it?
On the internet.
I certainly think so.
There's enough stalkers to go around. Okay? A Batman. It'd be women stalkers. women that want to be men stalkers. It'd be guy stalkers. There's all sorts of stalkers, man. I don't know what it is about little old me and why people just love to stalk me. Like, real talk, they be like stalking, driving around, riding around, walking around. They probably listen to that song. What's that song? I forget. It's some song by some group. But like,
Absolutely, who wouldn't?
I can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember how it goes. But yeah, like,
Please welcome Lady Nightmare.
all y'all need to calm down the stalking a little bit, man. It's a little creepy. You understand? Not to me. Nothing scares me. Y'all don't scare me. None.
The Ancient Order of Assholes. Yes, that was established millennia before the OOA.
Don't even think for
Ooh-ah!
1 second you scare me. I'm not impressed. You understand? Not even slightly. You know what I mean? Because I'm a lot crazier than you. Yeah. And I think...
Please welcome Red Screen. The party is picking up, and get your stuff ready. We're going to have our first Smoke 'em if you got 'em within the next 5 minutes right here on Negative 43 TV. It's 11 minutes after the hour. Here in Sneedville, it's 7:11. Good luck for sure, and we're going to have us a good time.
I think you've realized that now. I think you understand that you ain't messing with me. Trust me, none of you. So, like I said, it'd be funny to me, man. People, you know, do funny things, say
Yeah, there is nothing that he will not draw a blank on, you know?
funny things. Telling you the truth, man. Like, TJ, bro, I don't know what you talking about, man. Like, I told him straight up what it is. Like,
And now live at the Negative 43 TV studios, it's chaos. Everything is absolutely fantastic. And look who's here. It's Agent 420. It's Shamrock. So if you've been around the show before, you know what I have to do. Time to put up that 4-leaf Shamrock because she's just really, truly that badass. Welcome.
bro, you sleep on the street. He doesn't have his own spot. He lacks on everything. He's talking about, I'm going to get this. I don't care what you're going to get. Don't tell me what you're going to get. Stop speaking on your personal business. I'm not asking you to that. So you talk too much. Then you getting on my phone using exclamation points like you yelling and screaming. Bro, you ain't never talked to me like that to my face. Like I said, that's what you would try to do subtly last time, and I G-checked you every time. I didn't play that. So, like I said, that dude, he just...
You don't G-check anybody. I'm going to remind you of this over and over again. You stare at the ground. Yay, you stare at your shoes.
Just a hater. He like all of them. That's all they do is sit there and hate, and he jealous, right? Because, well, he sees I have everything because God provides. He sees I have...
Yes, Mike, he does. I'll read it for the listeners. Tyree is so broke, he even draws a blank in his checkbook. When you hook it up with what I just said, it works really well. Trust me. Hey, look, live right here on Negative 43 TV. It is Best in Show. Please, warmly welcome as always.
Have it all. A wonderful girlfriend who backs me and supports me, right? I don't need to explain anything to y'all. You know, like I said, Christina is handling what she needs to handle. She's doing her thing. She's going through what she's going through. I've been there for her every step of the way. I don't need to explain to the enemy and to a bunch of wannabe...
Beat it. We're talking about the Michael Jackson song, right?
Demons, okay, who quite frankly ain't even good at being demons, okay? You're horrible demons. You're not good at it, right? Look, I don't need to explain anything to you.
We're horrible demons and we're no good at it. Apparently, he knows everything about it. Apparently, he spoke of that with some authority. Did you notice?
Like, this is how it works when you're negotiating, okay? When we come out of all that, and she finishes negotiations, when we come out of everything, then, you know, we're going to have all the money in the world. So, like I said, it goes right back to reality of what I have to keep reminding and stating every day on this show to TJ, who doesn't have any concept of reality. Dude, I offered you an opportunity. I never asked you for nothing. I'm crystal clear. Okay? You got on my phone yesterday and said, you had the audacity and nerve to say, I'm not making any sense. Don't ever tell me I'm not making sense. When I literally am the most coherent, eloquent public speaker and a self-made trillionaire.
Oh, God. There's no joke here. I just thought maybe I should stop it because I knew when I first heard this that I was going to lose it again. When I heard it again because I lost it the first time. I'm not even in this for screenshots today, kids, but Command Shift 3. Ah, yes, the satisfying click of the camera eye. Boy, you can just see the doll eyes there, huh? There's nothing behind them.
You sound funny, son. Okay? It doesn't make any sense. You gotta make sense.
He's
Okay?
nasty.
You're not on my level. You're not gonna say nothing to me in the street in Austin. Like I said, bro, I'm worse than all them dudes in the arch. I don't know who you think you're talking to or what you talking about. They not tough. I'm tough. What? I was the king of the arch. Straight up. They had to give me a crown and everything. Always loved me out there.
It gave you a crown and everything, huh? Well, after a statement like that, I don't think there's any choice right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's the upper right-hand corner of your screen. If you've been here before, you know what's coming up, ladies and gentlemen. It's Smoke 'em if you got 'em. And I am staring right at the joint that killed Elvis. I know it is because it killed Elvis about an hour and a half ago. I'm going to be high. Oh, lordy, how I'm going to be high. So like I said at the beginning of the show, we are going to have some mute game winners. So join me as I mask the pain of listening to Tywee Sneed on Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness, 16 minutes after the hour, 44 minutes until the top of the next one.
You understand? Who are you talking to? What are you talking about, bro?
Here I go.
Talk to me like that in front of me, ever. Nor would you. So, like I said, all that stuff is fake, man. These people need to really quit acting, bro. Like I'm scared of something because I'm making wise, smart decisions, coherent. I'm not scared of nothing, bro. I'm smart. It's called being a businessman. What? What are you talking about? I don't get it. It's like with 50 Cent. Y'all remember when he was like kicking Smurf off the tour and all that? Because
I'm no dentist, but I'm going to say full rack of dentures.
Smurf was doing silly stuff, acting out. That's where we at right now. And right now, TJ is Smurf. You just got kicked off the tour bus. You got kicked off the island, Christina and our island, because we're going to end up buying islands, literally, I promise you. Right? Money ain't nothing, bro. Money is...
I believe the tip of his nose is disfigured for life. Yep, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Madman. It's not a very shiny nose, but it's most certainly... It almost looks wart-like.
It's easy, man. When you actually got a work ethic and intellect, and you would change, and you know what you're doing, and you work. That's why these people are all mad, because they seen it in me. Day one, they saw work ethic. You know what I mean? When I was doing the bar backing and I met some of them, they was all jealous, and they was like, man, he getting tip outs, he making money. Thank you, honey.
I'll read this one for the listeners. You're really missing one here, Shamrock says. His hair looks like fried chicken.
Said she's going to be listening in 3 to 5 minutes. Cool deal. So, yeah, like, I mean...
I haven't lit this thing yet. It's almost like I'm hesitant? No, not really.
Just don't get it, man. I really...
Or am I?
Don't, bro. Just don't get it, man. It's just downright irritating, man. I mean, that TJ is something else, man. That there TJ, I don't know what the hell he talking about. Talking about, yeah, it's a conversation. It's almost not a conversation between you and I, because like I told you, I exposed you publicly and told you what you are. Maybe you should catch up. You watch the shows, you want to act like you don't. The reason why you don't want to watch the channel, buddy, is because, like I said, you're jealous and envious, and you don't want to see me winning, you don't want to see me make it.
Right.
That's why.
Yes.
That's all that's why. That's the only reason. That's all that's going on here. So you don't want to show an inkling of support. Like I said, this dude sent in total $8 together. Bro, get your weight up, not your hate up, man.
Yeah, I know. He talks about $6.87 million like it's retirement money. For most of us, if I had won that much money at 35, don't think for a minute I would have quit my job, because I sure as hell would not have. I'd have had me a hell of a retirement, though, I can tell you that. And yes, $6.87 million can be wasted relatively quickly, a matter of a couple of years. With his business sense, it might be less than a year, because you know if he ever sees that kind of money again, he's going to Vegas. Shame we can't talk him into playing the lottery, you know?
$8 dudes, I'm not even talking to you, man. Like I said, y'all is crazy with this stuff, son. Like,
$8 dudes, I ain't even talking to you. Yesterday, you were all grateful and slobbering over that $8 donation that, again, just put a satellite link on your phone. That's all that happened there. Please welcome Barkata Bracken. We call him Red Pill or RP sometimes.
like straight up, bro. And I told y'all we was gonna get it together with the money and everything. Guess what? Already did. Because I'm making real moves, doing real things, and I'm a real hustler and a real gangster, and I do the real thing. I told y'all I'm just trying to make it to a certain point. We there.
Oh my God,
I made
this
it, baby.
thing's working.
I made it, baby. Ain't deleted nobody in the chat. See, we don't answer none, no nonsense, nothing that ain't making no sense. Nobody spoke in the chat. See, these people, what you have to understand is the reason why the whole world is in a delusional stupor is because of little old me right here. That's
You're obviously, that's kind of an inverted statement, but you didn't need me to tell you that.
right. I'm winning. I'm doing the thing. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. They can't stop me from doing none. They can't stop my business. And now
Yeah,
all you're going to hear them do?
There must be some way, somehow, that bug can be planted in his mind. I paused for a second because the sneer, shift command 3. My God, my desktop is just about full.
Is wallow in their misery. All you're going to hear them do is say things that are delusional and make no sense. I'm the architect of this reality, bro. I am God. God lives through me.
Ah, yes, marijuana respiration optional.
Feel me? Yeah, no, that's good. No, that's what I want you to do. Christina said, I don't even pull up the chat. Good, that's what you should do. See, you're smart. You're listening to me and learning. See, you know, it's just about studying tactics. You got to analyze behavior. You know, this is not a laughing matter. These people do this as a tactic. So when you get smart like that, that's what I want you to do. See, you're thinking ahead of me already. I didn't even have to say nothing. Right. Said, my eyes don't read garbage and lies anyway. Can you answer me, honey? What do you think? Do you think I'll be all right? Because this armor, if I tighten it all the way, which I think it is, no, it's a little loose right now. But even when I tighten all the way, it bounces right off my back, okay? And it's right where my lungs are. Like I said, I had that week where, I mean, you know, when you just can't, I mean, you're trying and you just...
Yeah, Mike, he's actually referring to you buying him lunch as a dinner date. That alone, I think, was worth the bill. He's openly referring to it as a dinner date. And I believe he does so later in this here video right here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome son of Horza or whatever. I probably found a way to mispronounce that anyhow. Welcome to Sneedville.
You know, you just can't because it's, you know, it's constantly, you know, moving. But I like this armor. I need to use it, and I really want to train in it. I mean, do you have any suggestions? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I tried to tighten it. I tried to adjust the settings. Right now, I think it...
Here is how you know that Christina is not a real woman, that in fact Christina is a guy. A woman would tell him to take the damn thing off. A woman might say, what the fuck are you doing? And what is wrong with me that I'm having anything at all to do with you? Of course, Christina does not have to answer that question. You know why? Because Christina is a Freemason. Yes, he is. He is a Freemason, and you know him. You know him very well. Oh, you know him so very well. And it's not a good relationship for you. It's not.
It's on like the second notch. This side is on the first notch. This side, second notch. I just kind of play with it. That's all I can do right now. But, you know, I can feel it already affecting me, you know, because I'm walking miles in it. And, you know, it's just constantly going like that.
Here's a nice exchange between Money Mike and that guy. Money Mike says he wanted me to give him a ride. Obviously, reading it for the listeners. He wanted me to give him a ride. But I did want to scratch my car trying to get that bike in the trunk. And that guy replied, just drag it behind your car. It's not like you could hurt it.
Right on the lungs. But hopefully I'll be all right. You know what I mean? If I do have any issues, I would have to, you know, try to get looked at, I guess. And knowing me, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just sit there and try to get through it on my own if I can.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be all right.
So that whole thing was a Raleigh Jones suggestion. All right. Thank you for that. I didn't know, Nega.
But
I'm a know quite a bit. I am not a know-it-all. When it comes to Sneedville, I'm quite sure that there are hundreds of little hutches contained within the rabbit hole that is Sneedville that I don't even know exist.
you know, like I said, man, what I do is not hard. I mean, not easy, man. It's hard as hell, and that's why I don't mess with people like TJ.
Okay,
because,
I think that one's going to be worth listening to again.
I mean, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just sit there and try to get through it on my own if I can. But yeah, hopefully I'll be all right. But you know, like I said, man, what I do is not hard. I mean, not easy, man. It's hard as hell, and that's why I don't mess with people like TJ, because you know, you're trying to show no respect for everything I've done. When you're getting on my phone trying to talk to me with weird language, bro, you don't talk like that. That's not you.
I was going to make a joke about TJ speaking in a weird language, which was, of course, English. I had no idea that what you're seeing on your screen right now was going to happen. I know I'm not the only one that's going to do the Command Shift 3. Ooh, the click of the camera eye. I'm actually going to catch up on some comments here because I mean, look at it. My goodness gracious mercy me. Will you just look at it? Man, it's sad, yet at the same time, absolutely pathetic. Please welcome C-Can to the show. He says, worth reading for the listeners. I know Christina is a troll, but I want to know who the woman is that does talk to him. He does have conversations with this Christina troll person. He claims to. He does claim to. And she does have phone sex with him. I know she hates it. LOL. Honestly, I know nothing about whether there is an actual woman that's talking to him or not. For no other reason than you just simply cannot believe anything that he says. You know, he could be telling you the truth about anything, and you're just not going to believe him. He's just that evil and far gone. But welcome to the show, C-Can.
Like I said, it's not just that he's bipolar and unstable, honey. It's that he does it on purpose because he's a coward. Oh, I called him out. I told him exactly what it is. Like, I told him stay.
And now live and in person, it's Mr. Smith. Good evening to you, you hater, you.
Out my way too. Like, no, when I go down 6th Street, he ain't gonna say nothing to me. He gonna do what they all do, put his head down. I got actual grown dudes that like bigger than him. That literally, like, when we would, you know, have an argument, I come right down the street, right? And I know they're gonna be out there, so like, I'm about to talk to them. You know, right to him. Like, I'm about to, you know, let him know. And homeboy was in the front of the bar drinking his drink like this. He saw I was coming. He went like this.
Everybody here has seen fractured fairy tales. We're seeing fractured tales from a fairy right now on Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness. I'm Rich Baratel.
Dude tried to hide his face with his hand. Okay? And I'm telling you, in that community, they have a lot of, you know, they're disturbed. You feel me? So that's what a lot of that is, man. And it's like they just love.
That would be the square on which I would put my money. I'm not saying it hasn't happened once or twice, just that myself and I think most people in Sneedville are unaware of it. But still.
To get out of character and pull their stuff with who they know they can pull it with. But see, none of you are going to pull it with me. You understand? Like I said, anything y'all got to say right to my face. I'm your Huckleberry. I'm that guy. Okay? Why don't we just say the truth? I mean, the truth is that, you know, those dudes, they're afraid of my people. Let's just get real. That's what it is. I mean, everybody is, right? For good reason. We just need to be honest, right? So, you know, like I said, I ain't worried about them fools. That's all they ever done is hate and be envious and jealous. But that's why your people haven't made anywhere. That's why you haven't made any money. That's why every single one of you has failed. Right now, there's a bunch of you getting locked up in Dade County right now. I read all the news headlines. Okay? You understand?
Yep, indeed. Joey said, I'm that guy. And that guy says, no, Joey, I'm that guy. He could have thrown in, you stupid fuck you.
Up to date on everything going on. I mean, all you dudes in Atlanta don't do nothing but get locked up. Like I said, they're going to be known for nothing but getting locked up and drinking. I mean,
red screen, I should have left this one up longer. I really should have. I don't read it for the listeners. I don't blame people who do not want to eat look at Tyree when they're eating or drinking. Yeah, he's pretty disgusting. And from what Mike has said, I believe he's kind of a projectile eater. That space, it's a problem.
And that's not my fault. That's your fault. So, like I said, when you're trying to talk around reality and you get on my phone and then start trying to talk to me like you're giving me a hard time, first of all, you're a male. That's a female trait. Females do that, who are sadistic and miserable. You're a male. That don't make no sense, bro. So, like I said, and I told him what it was, all the truth.
But you've talked about your feminine energy before. Oh my goodness.
That's all I do is tell people the truth. That's all I got to do. And you know what?
If somebody had told me 25 years ago, Rich, when you're retired, you're going to become a troll and you're going to torment a madman, I would have said, how in the world is that ever going to be possible?
Went silent. He ain't say nothing because he knows what's good. He knows what it is, and he knows who run the streets.
His neck is too long, and the hunchback is pushing the neck forward, so he's getting kind of a giraffe-ish profile, I guess.
Nobody, straight up, just like I tell you, nobody. That's a peon peasant that work for other peasants. You understand? For free too. I don't care about you, bro. I come out to Austin, bro. I make all my money just now.
Please welcome Mimi Loves to the show.
Not going to be, we not cool. I'm not trying to talk to you about nothing like that. I don't owe you nothing. I understand you mad at me. See, that's the thing. When you get in a position of success, I wouldn't care if somebody walked up to me right now, right? And everything is situational, but I wouldn't care if somebody walked up to me right now if they want to front and they upset and they trying to act like they tough, all that. Bro, been there, done that, bro. That's the thing.
You would behave exactly as you did in the presence of Agent Money Mike.
He's a dude who he's literally delusional. He trying to act like he don't know about me. He knows exactly who I am, bro. Everyone around him got sunned and G-checked. I done got it, all them dudes. Backed them all down. Everybody he know. Every single person you know, right? Yeah, has been back down to Tyree Sneed. Yeah, I'm really that dude. So I don't know what you're talking about. There's a reason why I moved the way I moved, Wody. The difference between you and I is you got a lot of wannabe tough guys, wannabe thugs and gangsters that walk around 6th Street. 6th Street is a joke. Ain't nobody tough out there.
The difference between you and me, to be very, very basic about it, Tywee, I'm saying you're not. Problem solved.
That's the thing. That's why I put them all in their place and let them know what time it is for real. And like I said, all them dudes that think they MMA and UFC, hey, sign the waiver. That's all you got to do is sign the waiver. We're going to take you out of your element, though, where y'all like to do it so you can rig it and cheat.
Here we go.
And keep on talking about, I'm part of the gym. Nobody cares.
He's about to start talking about boxing in cemeteries like it's legitimate somehow. It's quite hilarious.
I own my own boxing league, okay? We do our thing in parks and cemeteries, literally. Literally. I mean, probably not anymore. Right, but that's what happened. I mean, like, literally, I was in cemeteries doing boxing matches, okay?
Now, the boxing match in the cemetery, the only one that I've ever seen, he was squaring off against a black guy that was maybe 5 foot tall, 5'1", and for all the world looked like Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern show.
You don't know me, bro. So you don't come from what I come from, all right? I don't know what the point of that is, bro. So weird. So, yeah. Like I said, man, at the end of the day, I don't know. It just is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, with people like this.
Oh, my goodness. I must say that's enough for me for right now. So smoke them if you got them. Ends for right now. But if you've been here before, and I know you have, it's not going to be very, very long at all. And after the first smoke them if you got them, we always are visited by Schizo the cat. He's tripping balls as always, and I wouldn't get too close to him.
There's nothing that you can do or say that's going to bother me. Like I said, I don't understand what your point is. That's the thing. When you got them people typing all day, the only thing that they're trying to do is like agitate. That's weird, man. It doesn't work. But continue. Like I said, what are you trying to say? Like I said, these people are so lost. They have no concept of reality, and they do know reality. Right, but it really bothered.
And the party just gets a little bit more lively. Blue is here. At this rate, we're going to have to send out for some more pizza.
So because they're bothered, they're weak, so they come online and they project.
I mean, not really. It's just something to say.
That's good. Keep doing that. All you telling me is that you lost. All you telling me is that you got your karma. All you telling me is that when you went online and tried to twist what karma is and say that I got my karma, well, God went ahead and served you.
I'd never thought about that, Mike. The Hunchback makes a nice drink holder.
Your karma on a silver platter. All you're saying is that I'm winning, but nonetheless, I am winning. The conversation will never change, so you don't understand.
It's a little slippery from all the oils, but it still functions just fine.
I know how to just be calm and just keep telling you reality. I live in one reality. It never changes. Feel me? Let me see what my baby's saying. Hold on.
Ah, yes, Nugget. Daniel Larson. If we could just get him to screw up really big just one time. I'm not talking about anything algorithm. It's just a joke. And in this case, it really is a joke. Oh, are you kidding me? Holy shit, fuck Batman. Look at that. I'm hoping that it moves forward here in a few seconds, but meanwhile, I'm going to leave that derp up there. Oh my goodness, you just...
Yeah, you're exactly right, honey. You're doing everything perfect, and I'm very proud of you, and I
doggone it, that was really stupid.
love you, and like I said, it's not for anything else other than that I want to protect you and take care of you, and I love you, and I know what I'm doing, you know? Me and Christina, we're building our own family, you know, like, people love me, people care about me, I got people that are there for me, you know? I don't got to worry about what y'all worry about. You know, like I said, everybody out here kind of hold me down a little bit. They support me. I had a truck right now stop, roll down the window. He was a ways away too. And he stopped just to say Batman. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people love what I do.
We had Mexican pizzas tonight that were made with lovely, crispy, zero-carb tortillas. And it was meat. It was cheese. And it was just like all protein and no carbohydrates. And It rocked. It did. Just like Taco Bell, except a lot better.
For the communities out here, and that's why these people mad. You know, when people love you, you're gonna have people who are mad and hate that people love you. A lot of these people, they love me, but they just hate to love me. You know what I mean? So it's like at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think Mike, as far as loads to the face, I think he believes that the unique swimming action will plump up those wrinkles, making him look like less shit, I suppose. Anyhow, Ashes 611 asterisk is here, and that's more important than that joke.
Those people are all fans. Like, TJ is nobody. I just be making examples out of people on here, and that's what I use you for, TJ, because I'm a lot smarter than you, like I said. Nah, I tried to be genuine and respectful and nice to you. I did you a favor.
Okay, let me check into that on the old phone here.
I did nothing but be there for you and help you. And I'm not rewriting history or reality. I actually would listen to you and help you with your problems. And you have to understand, I mean, you're a guy who's caught up in poverty. You're not in the streets. You're not a street dude. And what you do, this is the truth about you, is you walk around 6th Street in Austin, you know, bumming, slumming, and you sleep outside of jewelry stores. This is facts. I mean, trust me, there was many a night that I'm telling you that I literally would walk the streets because in Austin.
All right, let me drop the curtain and perhaps we'll come back to this one because he's live at oh my God, the title. The freaking title. It's so embarrassing. I'm going to read this to you just in case you haven't already seen it. It's something else. We are about to watch Help Batman Get Wild Cherry Pepsi. Help Batman Get Wild Cherry Pepsi. Well, you know, Tywee, if you're that down, maybe sell a building or 3. Negative 43 TV. We're going to go back to the beginning of this one, even at the
Pretty
risk.
smart, Penguin. It ain't no gimmick. It works.
Maybe not.
Right? It definitely worked. You got to give me credit.
Maybe not. He's got the volume turned up here. Maybe we'll just stay where we are. Negative 43 TV, Saturday Madness. I'm Rich Baritone. Shut up already, dude.
You got to give me credit where credit's due, huh? Huh? Don't you? I said, don't you? Do.
And the curtain goes up, everybody.
Right? The song I sing to Spider-Man.
So mature.
I bet you wish your superhero was strong like me. Oh, I love it. I love it. We got them so triggered and pressed over little old me. They are so mad. They are angry. That's right, not angry, but angry.
You say we're angry, Taiwi. God, what a half moon face, if ever, yes indeed, if ever I did see. And look at the bottom of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. It's true. It's absolutely true. We are more or less watching live. Yeah, that's right, live Tyree Sneed. Damn it, where is that Chiron? Don't you love it when you set things up really nicely and then somehow you fuck it up? I enjoyed it. It makes it more of a fun experience. I don't often lie. There it is.
They're angry as hell right now. We got them boys triggered and pressed. Like I said, I couldn't get my wild cherry Pepsi. I got a couple of things that I need.
Hello to Tucker's Doghouse on this Saturday.
Right? I felt it was too expensive. We have got to get audience support here. That's right. Now everything and every effort is towards trying to get crowdfunding. You have the Cash App in the description box, on the community tab or the community wall. If you can navigate yourself there down yonder.
Oh, I don't necessarily avoid carbs at all. Every now and again, I'll actually carb load before a day in the gym, like a day where I know I'm really going to stay on that bike. I will load up.
You will find, okay, that there is a Cash App, a Venmo, and a PayPal. That's right. And you can use any one of those their resources. Go ahead and pay me. That's right. And you can help me get where I'm going. That's right, boss. Because I deserve it. I've earned it. And
I
right
like
now,
that,
I'm
Orza. I like
supremely
that quite a bit.
proud of myself. This thing, I need to fix.
Oh, you think this is going to sit well with Taiwi? I don't think so. This one's from Son of Orza, and I'm going to read it for the listeners. I read on Al Jazeera that the Bat Pod will be up and running again once Tyree gets his friend, who's on thin ice, by the way, to check that stub on the tire is fine.
But I don't think I can right now, so I'm just gonna have
Holy shit, fuck Batman.
to put up with it. But yeah, that penguin was running his mouth. That penguin ran his mouth for a
Boy,
long
am
time.
I
Now he's quiet
behind.
as a mouse. That penguin ain't got nothing to say now. What's up, penguin? Huh? You little penguin, you was talking? You was running that mouth, penguin, that beak.
I'll tell you what, a 0 sugar cherry Pepsi, yeah, I'm there for it.
He was saying a lot of nonsense, penguin. Bet you watch me now and cry. That's right, I bet he'd go to his little room and cry. Ha! Oh, that's awesome. I love it. There we go, we got a honk. I tried to wave, but I have the phone in my hand. We've got supporters, baby. These people are
That was a Freemason reminding you that you're under observation.
mad. They are mad as hell. They are angry. You understand? This is what it is.
Oh,
Christina,
God.
let me know that I got the camera good, that when I'm moving it, I'm not moving it too much.
That's a good one. I have to read this for the listeners. It's just that sort of a show. Nega says, guess Cherry Pepsi washes the taste of the truckers out of his mouth. Man, it's just one derp after another tonight, isn't it?
Okay, but yeah, man, you know, these people, like I said, they got nothing for me, right? And it is what it is, man. Like I said, we gonna keep on winning right in front of everybody.
Okay, she's probably been here for a couple of minutes at least. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Connie's Krusty Charcuter. It's C4.
And that's really about it. That's how the cookie crumbles. What in the hell is that? That's a dragonfly. Yeah, I done discovered another species, boss. That's a whole dragonfly right there. But yeah, man, I love it. All right, I'm gonna step out of the chat. All right, and
Yeah.
like I said, I'm getting nothing.
Yeah, everybody's got their idea of what a dumb hick sounds like. All right. Oh, yeah.
No reaction, nothing. All right, I'm gonna step out of the chat. You can have fun talking to yourself. Okay. Penguin is I can't say that on here, honey. That wishes he was half the man you are. Oh, thank you, honey. That really.
No, it's like a trash can gauge metal of some sort.
Means so much to me, really, to have you say that. Are you gonna tell that penguin off when you get down here? Because you're gonna have the chance. You'll have the opportunity.
And thank you, Best in Show. That's the first tip of the month right there. Highly appreciated as always. Thank you again.
Real talk. You'll have the opportunity to tell that penguin. You say, "You stay away from my man."
Penguin.
Penguin. Penguin is a bird that cannot fly. Christina's all excited. She's super excited to come down here.
Okay.
Meet me
I
and
think
be.
I'm going to have to listen to that little bit there again because it was just kind of dunce-like. Let's see.
Excited. She's super excited to come down here.
Okay, I didn't go back far enough. Damn me. Now he'll delete it. It'll feel like shit. Negative 43.
Cannot fly.
Here we go.
Christina's all excited. She's super excited to come down here and meet me and be with me. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so
The
happy.
hell with it.
Honey, just wait. Just wait until we do our live stream. Because we're going to do a live stream. That's the first thing we do. Oh, we getting on live. But we're going to be like moving around doing what we're doing. We're going to get right on live stream for them and make them mad as hell. Yeah, that's what they deserve. They're going to be losing it. Okay? I mean, absolutely losing it. Honey, can you tell me, is my idea okay that I want to do that as our parting gift to the Valley for now and to the penguin specifically? Can I get maybe that big scooter? It ain't that much. Can I get that big scooter? I'm thinking when you help me get the license. And if not, we'll get like the same one I had. And I'll be careful, I promise. I won't do anything crazy.
You know, it's not even been 10 minutes. It's not even been 10 minutes, but after what I just heard, it's time again. Ladies and gentlemen, smoke them if you got them. Have a drink. Maybe have some mozzarella cheese sticks or whatever it is that makes you happy. Now is the time for it. Again, I didn't even finish the joint from the last one, so allow me to continue to erase my memory banks alive on Saturday Madness.
Or have any issues. I'm smart, and I've learned. I mean, I was smart then. It was just something that needed to happen, sadly. But it's part of my journey and my walk. Made me a lot stronger mentally. It made me a lot tougher. It showed me I could pull through pretty much anything, because that was impossible. That was unsurvivable. But yeah, I mean, I could get the same one. Something, we'll figure it out. You can help me, but we'll figure out how to get inventory for that and all that. We can figure that out pretty quick. But I was just asking if that's okay. We can get me rolling on some kind of wheels, even if it's something on the sidewalk. But
yeah, Mommy, can I have a scooter? Mommy, can I have a scooter? Literally like an 8-year-old. Actually, like an 8-year-old. And it's even more pathetic when everybody in the world except him knows that this person doesn't exist, and neither does the money they claim that they're working on a settlement for.
Something like electric or maybe gas, something, I don't know.
Fuck you.
I don't really like gas because I don't want to breathe it. But like probably something electric. But I wanted to do that as our parting gift. Do one more, roundabout around the valley, riding around as Batman. And I'd like to I really like to live stream it or something, or just have.
Now, I must admit, things have slowed down rather a bit since the Bat Scooter died. He does need another Bat Scooter. I'm just not going to pay for it myself.
Or record it, better yet, and have them see how many honks we get, how crazy people go. And that'll be right before we leave the valley.
Honks equal Freemasons. We can prove it to you.
For a minute. But like I said, we're going to be at the island and all that first. It's going to take us a minute. Man, this car is here still. There was some big commotion over here earlier.
Wow!
I don't know what happened, but something happened. Christina said, I'm so going to tell him off and his you-know-what brother, too. See, everybody knows about you and your brother. You got a thing going on.
Okay, I can't explain it. I can't explain it at all, but I found it interesting that he said, oh, Christina's going to tell him off. Yeah, there he will be standing behind her skirt yet again. Except it will never happen. You know it, I know it, everybody in Sneedville knows it, he doesn't, and that's what makes it kind of fun.
Mrs. Jones,
Oh,
Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. They got a thing going on.
Flat just doesn't describe it now, does it? There has to be another word for it other than flatter than a fucking pancake, which isn't a word, that would be more of a phrase.
Oh, I love it. Hey, I got a question for y'all. How come y'all never learn how to talk and conversate? Why do you just sit there and type incrementally? You know that's illegal, right?
Yeah, I won't bother reading it for the listeners, but Red, you're right.
See? Like, bro, you've got nothing for me. Just learn how to talk, man.
I mean, I believe she fed him baby food.
Participate in the program. Anything else is illegal. You can't do it.
I could be wrong, but who cares if I am? Negasonic middle-aged dickhead says this is definitely Read It stuff. He still thinks oh boy. I'm telling you, kids, you got to get one of these brushes. Think he still has the half taco. Oh, he's going to go full-blown Cobes, huh? Yeah, and it wasn't a taco. It was clearly a burrito. It was obviously a burrito. He apparently doesn't know the difference. It's what he said it was a taco, is burrito.
These people, I mean, they're just doing it to themselves.
And can you imagine what that would be like at this point with no refrigeration at all?
That's all they've ever done is do it to themselves. I think it's funny.
Holy diarrhea, Batman.
You know, like, so you could type to yourself. I'm not here for that. You know, if you're not going to talk to me positively in the right way, and you're not conversating with me or trying to treat me right, especially when it's on the internet behind a computer, why would I entertain you? That don't make sense, right? So, yeah, like I said, a voice here ain't free. If you want a voice on this network, go ahead and send $25 to the Cash App. Like I said, right now, I want some Wild Cherry Pepsi.
Again, there's no joke there. Just you heard that. You heard that right.
Y'all can help me get a big gulp. But nonetheless, yes, this is your job. Y'all should be rewarding me. Where's that Batman cake? I still want my Batman birthday cake. Batman birthday cake. Real talk.
His birthday is coming up relatively soon, and boy, what a fine trolling opportunity. I can tell you, Nega, that this thing is called Picasso's Brush, and it's by Midwest Extracts. Again, not a sponsor, but I've been smoking shit more or less since I was 13 years old, and it's special. These are very, very special. It's a sativa that I have. And I can tell the brain seems to be functioning very well this evening, except when I struggle to read just plain sentences.
I still want it, but you ain't going to buy it for me because I don't trust none of you. You're going to send me the money and I'm going to make it. I'll go pay them so they can customize.
Yeah, you do want to look into these as soon as possible. I can't really recommend them too strongly to anybody. It's called Picasso's Brush, and you need one. Hey, look, everybody, it's International Stanley. He is, in fact, our international man of mystery and intrigue. Welcome.
That's it. That agent they sent, honey, didn't even know that stuff. He's like, where can you get a cake made, bro? You could tell you don't get out much. You don't know who makes cakes like that? You never been to Walmart and you live in America? What? You don't know Walmart makes customized cakes? Everybody know that. Everybody.
When it comes to a birthday cake, my first move is to a vegan bakery. We have one of the very best vegan bakeries in Columbus, Ohio. When it comes to things like birthday cakes, I get a small one. I'll get a really small one, and oh man, they're just so good, so moist, so dense, so.
And anybody know that Walmart makes customized cakes? Like, Christina will help me with that stuff, right? That would be cool. I'm easily satisfied.
Well, you know, Red Pill, that doesn't really matter when you got a mommy fetish.
I don't ask for that much, but there's a couple of things I'd like to do. And I just want to get the Batman thing right and rolling. And I really truly believe, I know that Christina will help me to do it all. She won't. I don't think she would have any reservations about it. I think she would be more than happy to help. And we're going to work on everything together. But that's what I wanted to do as our parting gift to the King one. And we'll be right back, but, you know, I want us to do some traveling and get out and experience and live life. That's what it's all about, man. When you got money like that, honey, I understand that you're not...
Let me read some of the comments that are in fact going on in the stream right now. HVAC Repair Guy, Raleigh Jones, I support Tyree, Dramasphere Legends, who is apparently also Raleigh. I support Tyree. Then somebody calling themselves I Bang Who-Waz. I swear to God, I Bang Who-Waz. I did support him, but he won't let me on the podcast. And I Bang Who-Waz finishes up with, I'm going to Hawaii. Oh, that's super fun.
Used to it yet? You ain't got to worry about nothing. Just let go and let it be, man.
Yep,
anybody would do anything to be in your shoes. You know what I mean? Or in mine or in either of our shoes. Why they're so jealous and envious. So, I mean, you don't have to worry about nothing. Take it easy, rest, relax. That's what we're going to do. No rush, no pressure. Just take your time. And we chill. Have our pre-honeymoon or vacation together. Right? We can go to the island. I mean, the island just ain't all that it's cracked up to be. I think you're going to get...
But it's the only place you want to go. It must be mediocre because you want to go there. Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness. 2 minutes, just 2 entire minutes until the top of the hour, wherever you are in the world, unless you're in Newfoundland and Labrador, in which case I believe it would be 33 minutes after the hour. It's just a guess.
Bored with it pretty quick. I'm pretty sure when you get out here, it might be kind of, I don't know. I mean, it really doesn't matter if people are out there or not, but there ain't that much going on out there. I mean, it'd be cool for us, for like Schlitterbahn. When we go, we won't be telling any of these people nothing. I'm not telling them nothing. We do not say nothing, all right? But, yeah, we'll have a great time out there. But I'm eager to get up to like San Antonio with you, go to Fuddruckers. I think McAllen shut theirs down. McAllen's pretty boring.
Just enjoy it. Just savor it. This kind of comedy cannot be written, kids. It can only be experienced on Negative 43 TV.
All in all, I mean, I like Barnes and Noble and stuff like that. I never really went to the one in McAllen like that. I've been to the Roadhouse one time up there. That's all right. We can definitely go to some Roadhouses. But yeah, like I said, we'll go to San Antonio, Riverwalk, go to Austin. San Antonio would probably be, we may look at San Marcos, like I said. We can go check out the outlets if you want. You can get out of your system. I mean, you're going to have money, honey.
There is something about him spending the money of a woman that doesn't exist that just makes my black little heart light as a feather.
Not going to have to worry about anything no more. You're going to want to have some fun, I'm sure. You know, it's just normal and you deserve it. You should enjoy yourself. You know, you ain't got to worry about money. I know what I'm doing, especially with digits like that, with money like that. But yeah, we're going to be great. Just reality. We're going to be awesome. This turtle shell still here? I can't see him. Where'd you go, Tardy the tortoise? Where'd you go, sea turtle? But yeah, I really would like that too, that rescuing turtles thing. That'd be awesome. I mean, they've got little aquatic centers on the island, honey, with little turtles and stuff, I think. They used to. You know, maybe we could do a business over there. I don't know.
This is what happens when your mind spins out of control.
I gotta see how much I like it, you know? I mean, if we got money, I'm sure we would love it. But I think it's gonna be like just us, and we're gonna be able to just do whatever we want out there. I think we're gonna like take it over, kind of, honestly, which is cool. But I just don't think it's that live of a place, you know? Like, we'll figure it all out together. Like I said, I mean, maybe getting a condo there or something might be smart. You know, I just pay attention to the surroundings and what's going on. That's all. It's got to be right, because there's a lot of illegal activity and criminals and criminal activity going on at the island too.
You are completely unaware of your surroundings. Need I remind you that a OOA agent was within 3 feet of you? It's just a good thing that his mission wasn't Operation Hammer Smash Face.
And I just have eyes and ears. I can see what's going on. So I just pay attention, you know. And
you can't see what's going on when you're staring at the ground, ladies and gentlemen. It's Stylus Ninja.
They're just looking for an excuse out there to cause you problems, in my opinion, if they could, you know. But could be wrong. I don't know. I've never had an issue out there. But like I said, I want to get out. I want to go to like San Antonio. I like to go, you know, I mean, I want you to experience the South, you know, and then if we can, I'd like to, you know, check out.
Indeed, I want you to experience the South without once leaving the state of Texas. What the hell, without ever once leaving Brownsville?
Maybe both post a little bit. Just want to move around and see stuff and travel. Nothing's going to stop us. I mean, the license issue, that won't stop us. I mean, even if we have to start on a bus and using lifts, we'll figure something out. I mean, that would almost maybe be almost more enjoyable, but well, no, I mean, not if we have your vehicle. Can you let me know, are you going to be able to drive or no?
Are you going to be able to drive or no? What a dependent little cocksucker, but you already know that or you wouldn't be here on Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness. You know, right now would be a really, really good time for a sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, this portion of our show is brought to you by Chronic Losing, now with entitlement Negative 43. You'll love it.
I know you said you were going to drive to come here, but just let me know. Nothing's an issue or a big deal. But yeah, like I said, we'll try to. Hopefully, you can help me with that. With the license issue. If we can do that, then we'll be really good to go. We'll be in great shape.
Please hit that like. Mimi's she's always right.
I believe in God, man. I know God. Where there's a will, there's a way. God will figure it all out with us and with everything going on. So I believe it'll work itself out, truly. But man, I'm excited. You know, I'm just saying, before we worry about all that, I definitely want to take care of it.
All right, everyone, will you please put it together for Brother R-Dash?
As soon as possible, but I'm just saying we got to relax and have fun. I don't want to be stressing and all that. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, it's becoming a big deal down here. You know, it just is what it is. You know, I mean, once we expand a little bit more and I start doing the real thing in other cities and states, because I think a lot of people don't even realize that. I think they think like I'm just dressing up for show to look cute. No, I'm the real Batman. I'm the real thing. Do the real thing. That's part of the whole point of why I do this. Like, yeah, I'm smart. I want it to look some way. That's the point of it. And I want it to look cute. But it ain't. You know?
I want it to look cute, but it ain't. Right now I have 28 watching. He has 11 watching. At least that's what it says. Let me make a request here. X5, please come in. Yes, I need a stream report on, yes, yeah, within the next 5 minutes if you can do it. Yeah, okay, over.
So at the end of the day, we're going to have a great time, you know, but yeah, I'm just saying if there's any issues with that, you know, please try to work with me so I don't have a hard time or have to stress or go through more nonsense when I don't deserve to, when they lied about all of that stuff and I proved it. You know what I mean? So just try to work with me, because I just want to go on some trips and vacations and get out of here for a minute and experience.
I just want to go on some trips and vacations.
You know?
I just want to go on some trips and vacations. You're not in that position. Be a man.
Like I said, maybe we can say hi to the Woffords, honey. Like, maybe we'll talk to the Woffords at some point. I don't know.
Oh, dear. Talk to the Woffords.
Like I said, I'm just trying to expand this business right now.
He wants to meet the Woffords.
Now I need all the crowdfunding and crowd support.
He aims very, very high within his social circle, don't he now?
That I can get, and that's what I'm going to continue to encourage and promote every single day. Got some great footage today, man, in my opinion. I'm pretty proud of myself, and I'm extremely proud of Christina. Honestly, that's why I can't stop talking about
And in his chat, he just deleted 5 positive comments.
her and all this. I mean, I'm just really excited. I know she is too. We're excited. We're in love. Who wouldn't be excited? It's a hell of a love story too, and it's actually real, not like y'all fools on Facebook like Mikey Garza, who meet some broad like in a back alleyway, and then say, "Oh."
Okay, hang on. Here comes the report. X5, go ahead. Very good. Continue to monitor. Over. All right. Here's the situation with your stream, Tywee. It says that you have 11 people watching. You actually have 427 people watching. You'll never know it, and you'll never see the results reflected anywhere, because YouTube is in fact suppressing your views from your site, and you've been getting donations all day long. All total, we have redirected $20,000. Yeah, you were having a really good day. Not anymore. There are some orphanages in this area doing much better because of you, though. Thank you.
Oh, it's a love story. Like, no, you both like got out of prison and you're just like riff-raff and have nothing going for you, and you literally just got your karma. But okay, like I really try to be quiet too and not say nothing, but man, you got to stop that. You know, that's my deal. Is, you know, all these people in the midriff that they're all haters and they want to just sit there and act, and it's like, dude, I know what y'all on, man. You don't get them a million miles ahead of you. I don't even have to meet you in person or know you.
You're soaked to the bone, and you're under an overpass in Brownsville, Texas. You're 9 miles ahead of me. Please stop, please. Yeah, Stylist Ninja, I can feel you. Every now and again, I get a little bit shadow banned. Wonder why.
I already know you. I can get acquainted with anybody pretty quick, man. I can just take a look at what's online in 5 seconds and figure out who you are. It's not hard. The same thing y'all assume you do, but see, with me, there's a whole rabbit hole you don't know about.
Yes, indeed, Red Pill. He's super duper simpy. It's true.
None of you could ever figure me out. If you think you know me, you have me sadly mistaken. I'm a monster.
Oh, damn, he
walking
lost?
around in human form. I'm God in human form. You don't know me. You have no idea what I've done. You have no idea where I've been. You have no idea what I've accomplished.
Well,
that's why this is so easy for me.
he may not know about Ryan Garcia losing last night. Certainly I didn't until right now. But you have to remember, with Tyree, he still thinks A-Rod, Derek Jeter, and Ken Griffey Jr. are still playing in the major leagues. If you know anything about baseball, you know they've been gone a minimum of, 8, 9 years now, maybe even 10?
Bro, the man came to the Valley and took it over. Okay? The man came to the Valley and created a Batman fever. I got the fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell. More cowbell. I got the Batman fever. That's what I've been spreading around. Like Christina said, I'm like the modern day Elvis. This is a big deal, man. And when we take it to Austin, Austin is known for this type of stuff, and nobody.
And don't forget the psych eval tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time. I will be on myself 1 hour before he goes live for the psych eval. Indeed, we will be here at Negative 43 TV doing another opening act show. Please be there.
Nobody's ever done this in Austin, so it's going to really take off. Trust me. Because I'm going to come out in Austin, especially on 6th Street. Oh, boy, them people going to go crazy for it. They're going to love it. They're going to be like, what? What? There's a Batman? A real Batman? You know? They're going to be like, come look. They're going to see me active in the street.
Ladies and gentlemen from Money Mike, I got to read it for the listeners. Tyree is going to get A-Rod in the backside when he meets Christina.
That's when they really going to be like, yo, you got to see this. There's a Batman out there. Thank you. Got a thumbs up. So, yeah. Sorry, there's like puddles and water like flying up in my mouth.
Puddles and water.
Yeah, just know I
flying up
love
in
you,
his
honey, more
mouth.
than anything. You like my dance video too. I can't dance. I mean, I don't think I can dance at all, but I definitely do have rhythm. Rhythm I got.
Does he really? You can't rap on beat. You can't sing on beat. You can't do anything to any sort of measurement of time. You do not have rhythm of any sort whatsoever.
She said, you don't have any white boy moves. I said, yeah, no. I had rhythm since I was a kid because my dad used to play. There's this song, honey, you got to help me find it.
Oh, boy.
And I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, we're getting stupid.
I think it might be in the movie that's about Mickey Mantle. It's a number. I don't want to say it on here, too, because it could be taken the wrong way. Maybe it's 61. I don't know. It's 60-something. But it's like the home runs that were hit.
How could 61 be taken the wrong way? How could the number 61 be taken the wrong way? 1961, year I was born, pretty cool year, but oh my God, that was so dumb.
But I think it's about Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris. It might be in that movie. I'm going to have to research the soundtrack. But there's a real catchy song, old school, with horns and trumpets, I think, and a lot of rhythm and pizzazz. And man, I love that song, bro.
Yet he doesn't remember what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome Black Label Mark? He's live on Negative 43 TV.
I don't know what the name is, so I can't find it. You know that feeling? It just sucks. And he used to put it on this, like, jukebox. Like, he'd bring, like, the whole, like, I don't know if it was a cassette tape player thing, like, but like a boombox.
Why, thank you, Ninja. I'm glad you enjoy it.
And I think he'd bring the whole thing, plug it in, and
yes,
on
he
the
did.
speakers, he'd
Yes,
play
he did. He did say pizzazz. He did. You heard it right.
this song. And I remember that song specifically. And I mean, my dad would just train me for hours on hours. It's all he did, was train me to be a Major League Baseball player. And part of God's blessings, what I'm thinking, is that might be what happens, honey. I don't know. I mean, I could play NBA too, but I mean, legit. I mean, I could dominate in the NBA. I don't care what nobody says. But it keeps telling me that it's something that I used to do and that the timing wasn't right for it. And then I'm getting another chance with it. And like now the opportunity is going to come around. I think it
Metalocalypse. What was the coffee commercial that they did? That's funny as hell.
might be baseball. I don't know. I don't know how to.
Only they could make a copy commercial in which people die.
That's going to work, but I mean, God will put me in the right place at the right time.
I met cartoon people, oh algorithm.
I got to get a radar ball. I got to see
There
if
we
Baseball
go.
Express is still around, honey.
Duncan Hills, there we go.
They used to have a magazine. My dad would order it all the time. So I'm going to have to look into that. I need to get a radar ball, and I need to just get a setup, probably with the little thing with the, it's like a tarp made thing, but it catches the ball. And wherever we're at, I got to get that set up somewhere so I can do it.
What?
And then I just practice throwing.
Something about a tarp and a ball. If you understood that, you're better than I am.
Putting the ball in there and then read the radar, the numbers, miles per hour. And as strong as I'm getting and I can train my arm more, I mean, if I can get where I'm throwing over 90, they'll let me play in the MLB. I mean, I'm pretty positive if I'm consistent, if I could really work on it and get where I'm throwing sliders, curveballs, fastballs, like I used to do this.
How you throw a curveball, Tywee? Tell me. Don't just talk about it. Tell me. Yeah. It's not that big of a deal. I hit 90 in 1978 on flat ground. I did it once, and my shoulder kind of hurt me for the next week or so. I'm pretty sure I never did it again.
I used to be the best pitcher in my league, in Little League, and then, like I said, they sent somebody that was older than me in my middle school, and we did something like trying to,
Yeah, he was definitely one of the kids that were afraid of the ball. Most kids are. And it's kind of understandable because it sucks getting hit with a baseball. I would say the whole time I played baseball, all the way through high school, probably the fastest pitch I was ever hit with would be between 80 and 85 miles an hour. Kids just weren't bringing it in 1977 the way that they are in 2025. And yeah, we didn't have a bunch of guys undergoing Tommy John surgery either.
Play the same games with my arm, and
he does have the umpire vest.
I already talked about it, but basically my arm was just never the same. And then I just declined from there as pitcher. But then I, got into shortstop and was amazing at shortstop. So I could do either position, but
I was always a catcher, so I don't really share the same enthusiasm. The worst one I ever got, I was catching Tony Pena style, which means the right leg was totally out to the side, and I was down on one knee because I wanted this guy to keep the ball low, and he just had this thing about throwing belt-high fastballs. Things never went really well for him. I'm down as low as I can get, and the guy swings, misses, and I didn't realize that in that position my cup would ride up. It rode up just enough to where the old berries were somewhat exposed. They were exposed enough to drop me on the spot. And I stayed down for like 5 minutes. And when I finally got my senses back, I never caught with one leg to the side ever again.
I don't know. Maybe my arm can rehabilitate. God can heal anything, I believe. So who knows? Maybe I'll be a professional MLB.
You do like them fuzzy.
Pitcher, honey, and throw over 90 miles per hour and have everybody, striking out. It's very possible. I definitely have a knack for baseball. It's all my dad trained me in. And the thing is, I can hit and I can switch it.
Yeah, 90 plus is crazy, but you have guys that are sitting at 101, 102. What I would do, I would lower the mound to almost nothing. I'm talking about like 6 inches, virtually flat ground. That would make those wonderful 105 mile an hour fastballs down in the zone. They'd probably wind up about 3 feet above everybody's head. You would take away the downward angle.
Left and right.
And yes,
I used to bat all through Little League and had like more hits than anyone in the.
And it's destroying baseball. It really is. It's strikeouts or home runs. That's it. Bunts? Who fucking bunts?
Entire league. Okay. All-star team, same thing, more hits than
Hurry,
anyone.
Pepsi!
I was the best player in my entire Western Hills Little League. That means Western Hills Little League, honey, is Westlake. So that means every baseball player that's ever went to Westlake High School that filters into UT Austin.
I like Wild Cherry Pepsi, the sugar-free stuff, but I like it. I can understand why some don't because it's undeniably sweet.
I'm better than. Facts. That's why I got set up. Because I was supposed to be the star, basketball, baseball player, maybe even football.
Oh man, 6'10", 6'11", and you're already on a mound that's already creating a lot of downward motion. Oh jeez, man, he could hammer the lower part of the zone just all night long.
I could have done it all. I could do everything. But that's why when people are like, "You're a jack of all trades. How do you know all this stuff?" Like, because I'm someone. Without me, there is no Austin. Without me, there is nothing. I was the center of this. I'm ground zero. I am Austin. They're like, what? Y'all just don't know who you talking to. That's my biggest thing that I'm working on. You know, I just realized that's what they don't focus.
I never hit against him, obviously, but a lot of people that did said that everything he threw moved a lot. It had to, but yeah, the leverage and all that, it was all there. His shit moved a lot.
Focus on survival. They don't focus on what matters. Right, I'm focused on what matters. They want to see the version and aura of you that never existed. They want to see you struggling. They want to see you not successful. They want to see you working for other people, being a peon, a wage slave, and a peasant. They don't want to see you doing what I'm doing right now. I'm happy right now, man.
Nobody wants to see anybody doing what you're doing. Nobody. Certainly the people in Brownsville that are finding you funny become fewer and fewer every single day. We have the data to prove it.
You know, I don't have to have much. I'm happy, bro. I'm so happy I got to this point, man. Now, I still got things I got to do, which sucks, sadly. So I'm going to have to figure that out because it's coming up. I've still got to figure out, I got to get this money in the bank. There's things I got to do. But that's another thing, too. Like I said, I mean, if we can get donations right now, it'll save me really having to do that or mess with it right now. Because that's still coming around the corner. And I don't want any issues because I ain't putting none of my...
Now, here's a pop or a soda, depending upon where you're from, that I absolutely love and have always loved since I was a very small child. Verner's Ginger Ale. Detroit-style ginger ale. It's sweet. It's not very spicy at all. It's very sweet. I love it so much.
I ain't putting none of my cash...
And the Diet Verner's is actually really good too.
To save no bank account. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. But last I checked, it had like 11 something, honey.
And the real French Dose is here. Welcome to the show. He's usually here in pursuit of Red Pill. And since individually they're both friends of the show, I just kind of let them go on in their Tom and Jerry way. I won't put any of it up on the board, but welcome to the show.
Like
Red Pill's a big guy. He can take care of himself this way.
Like I said, I think the fee is like a $3 fee. I ain't seen it on there yet for some reason. It's supposed to come today, I think. Maybe tonight. But it's on the 3rd, I think, usually. Unless something happened, I don't know, hopefully. And then I think there's the other one is like 7. So I think it's going to be right around there. I think it's going to be like 10, but I think it's going to leave like some change left or $1 and some change. And that was my point. I'm talking to all these people, and this dude's sitting there, TJ, telling me be patient. Like what?
Yeah, like you are with Christina. Ladies and gentlemen, this ends another Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Don't worry, we're going to have at least one more, even though I don't need one, and I don't think I'm joking. Oh my goodness, am I high.
Be patient and just let all my hard work and my bank account and my business, everything crumble. That's how I get my check, bro. Like, you have to understand, I still have to deal with it. It's just now at least I have an option maybe that I can hopefully get over there and handle this. But it ain't easy for me. Either way, it's hard as hell. I got to try to do that before what, the 7th or the 8th. I'll have to take another look. But
And
that's what I
now-
mean. Like, I shouldn't even have to do.
And now here on Saturday Madness, here's the part where we get grifty as fuck. Look at the bottom of your screen.
Do that because y'all could literally just donate a couple of bucks, anybody on here, and it saves me from doing that. You know, this makes everything easier on me. Because I'm already going hard enough, man. I have time to run my business, not deal with y'all fools in the valley. All they are is jealous. All right.
I don't really pay attention to Cyrax, but Stylus, that sounds a chicken jockey short. That sounds rib tickling as hell, guy.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right. No, you do not support me. If you supported me, you would have donated. You're not coming on this show again unless you pay me. You got that, boy? All right. No, it's not good to see me. You're another one that you're two-faced. I'm good.
No. Doesn't work that way. I just launched a Chiron about super chats, but nobody has to tip me. Nobody has to tip me at all. When I say it's good enough that you're here, I genuinely do mean that. Tips are great. They're nice, but you're here and that's what really counts. You don't feel that way at all. No wonder people don't watch your show other than the 11 trolls that are watching you for reasons I've yet to understand. Negative 43 TV, 27 minutes after the hour.
I don't have nothing to do with none of y'all. Quit coming over here, all right? You want to come over here? You want to type in this chat?
Oh, you're welcome,
right? You're going to
Silas.
pay me $25 each of you. You got a Cash App, a PayPal, and a Venmo. Matter of fact, since it's the same people, let me shut down the chat. Hold on.
Oh, man. Damn. Do you smell fish? I sure do. It seems to be coming from my browser somehow. All that to call him a pussy. Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness. I am Rich Baritone. We're live with him right now. We're watching Help Batman get wild cherry Pepsi. Set those sights high there, Ty. We set them really, really high. So this is part of the show where you start getting a little bit nervous. He's been on here for a while now. Just how long? This one's went on for about 50 minutes, and we didn't catch it from the beginning either. So if he dives out, we'll probably go back to the very beginning of this one.
Oh, no, it's not a gift like that, honey. It's
Shut the fuck up. I'm not done talking. When this ends, we'll go back to the very beginning, assuming he doesn't delete it, and I don't think he's going to. And then we'll watch it until we get to a recognizable point, at which time the show will be over.
just a figure of speech and it's an expression, meaning parting gift, as in putting him in his place, basically. I mean, it ain't for him. We're not giving him anything. I'm talking about it. It'll make him super mad if you help me to get a scooter or something and let me just roll around, Brownsville for a little bit.
Back to the scooter like he's asking mommies for something for Christmas.
I'm telling you, it'll just, he's going to be he's going to be mad as hell. He's going to be mad as hell, period. But I just think that would be fun to do. You know what I mean? I don't know. I want a scooter. There's a couple of things that I want. But yeah, no, we're not doing it for him.
Well, he has consumed the retro virgin salt. It was applied in the kitchen while he was being interviewed by Money Mike. It came out and it was loaded. And the spell was he'll never get laid again. And oh boy, it's working. I mean, he wasn't going to get laid to start with, but then you put a voodoo curse on him. He's over.
For him, we're doing it because, well, it's what they deserve. To see me happy and see me win and see me do what I need to do.
And as far as his other cherry goes, Nick, I believe that prolapsed years ago.
Because that bat cycle should have never been messed up. you know. But what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Trying to remember.
You need Prevagen, not a sponsor. Yes.
I don't know. I'm just looking forward to everything.
You're looking forward to everything, but you can't remember anything. I gotcha.
But I mean, asking you, honey, I mean, you'll try to help me, right, with all this and building the Batman thing. I mean, that's just the thing is I'm going to need a scooter down here. I mean, I can list off the things that I'm going to need over time. I'm going to need the license back. I'm going to need a motorcycle. I'm going to need to figure out how to build a bat pod. I'm going to need a scooter. And I wanted to end up getting like a fleet.
He needs to figure out how to build a bat pod. He's scared of the smell of gasoline.
Scooters and maybe making it like my own little hustle, just where I collect them at first. And then see if I can turn it into a business if I want, but I'm not really comfortable selling scooters. I'd rather just get them for me and use them.
I like that guy. That says it without saying it. You know what I mean?
I want to get into all that stuff. At some point, I want to get a 3D printer. Definitely need a laptop, a good one. Maybe a mic.
I gotta read this one from Son of Orza. How many basketballs does he have currently? This is important. He hasn't mentioned it in quite a while. The last time I heard, he had 2 basketballs, but hey, one never really knows, and this is rather amazing, Sheriff. It really, really is.
See, I'm not that needy. That's really about it. And then everything else we talked about that we're going to do or try to do. And like I said, we could do it all progressively. And I'll try to figure out, you know, good prices, the best prices for everything. Like, I'll make sure we do it right.
Yeah. Red Screen really mentioned something here that definitely slipped my notice. It's been a while since he's mentioned 5:30 on my wrist. Got him pissed. Suspicious.
Be humble about that. But, and then I just want to work on building these businesses with you.
Okay.
You know, but we're going to have money. We're not going to black for nothing. And, you know, that's
okay. His stream has ended. This is no longer live. And let's hope, shall we?
all. I just, for me and you, and for me, I just don't want to be worrying about, you know, trying to get what I need. I just want to be able to run my business. You know, I don't mind. Wow, that's annoying as hell.
Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah.
Doing it on purpose. Entitled.
It's very annoying when people have things you don't.
Yeah, you're a failure. Like I said, all that.
He's riding a motorcycle. You're walking while wearing a Batman mask in the rain. Yeah, well, it figures itself out, doesn't it?
Nonsense like that with them cars and all. I don't know what that means. That's all people who failed, man. That's all people who see they're upset. Those are the jealous ones. That's probably a hater. See what I'm saying? Stay upset. Y'all drive around in them cars. Literally, you're putting your own freedom at risk.
I'll read this for the listeners. That guy says, what you need is a padded room and medication. Yet lithium enemas and the whole damn thing.
Just driving, you are. Especially like that when you don't know what you're doing and you're being reckless. I'm just being honest. I'm the voice of reason. I know what I'm talking about. Feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't care about your little car on payments. I'll be putting cars on payments, bro. None of them own nothing. And even if you did, you got a long way to go to catch up to me. Let's get real. That's the thing. People want to talk down and talk smack about someone they didn't know. They don't realize I still own 5 vehicles, all luxury whips. They don't realize I'm secretly still the only self-made trillionaire ever existed.
Secretly. The only self-made trillionaire that ever existed. But he's doing it secretly now. So that explains the appearance of abject poverty. Except it's simply abject poverty.
Like, that's the thing. People don't get it. I show the world what I want you to see, man. You know, that's what we was taught. We was taught in the hood by the real gangsters, bro. They taught us, literally, you know what they taught us? They said, dress
You went to private school.
bummy and let your money stack. People don't get, I'm like the real story, like the story that they make up of 50 Cent, I'm like the real story. I come from the real projects, the real ghettos, the real hood. We were taught different. We were totally programmed different. It's not fake. It's really what I come from. Like, you're supposed to dress down and dress bummy, let them think whatever. No, I mean, when you got the money like that, cash, yeah.
Here's a read it for the listeners from Money Mike, who informs us that 0 cars were parked at Mommy's house. That's 0, Tyree. That, you know what that means? It means none. That's exactly what it means. It means nothing. Sorry about your luck with those cars you no longer own.
You shine a little bit, dress nice. That's just part of doing business. But just understand it's going to provoke envy and jealousy. And
oh, no.
When you're at places, the loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room. That's what I'll always remember. So that's the thing. Like, these people, if they got money.
Okay, so using that measure, you're the weakest one in the room, even on this show. I know that I talk a lot. I talk an awful lot. It's kind of sort of why I'm here. But yet I always feel that no matter how much I talk, you talk more than I do. I think that's a fact.
Money, honey. You know, they would only put money into stuff like that. They want nice suits. They're going to throw it all the way on clothes and nonsense. And I mean, you can get like.
Going to throw it all away in for clothes and nonsense. Well, in Viva Las Vegas, he was flexing on gray Timberlands. He was flexing on 2 or 3 gas station type hats. He was flexing on a fake Armani jacket. Yeah, okay. Explain that, please.
A few good suits, it's okay. Nothing wrong with it, but what I'm saying is, a guy like me, I'd rather put money into my business.
Oh, God.
Into our businesses. Everything is our business, our homes, our business, our digital real estate. Everything is together. You know what I mean? That's all. Like I said, I'll always ask respectfully to you, you know, when it's regarding what's yours and your money and all that. I have no issue being respectful about all that because that's just the way it should be, you know. But I would hope that, you know, you would want to help me out and want to see me do well, you know, and want me to finally have, because, man, it's been too long this time with me where I can't, you know, get what I need. And
okay, it looks like we have some good news here. Apparently he is going to go ahead and leave this one up. Usually if he's going to pull that particular trigger, he does it very, very quickly. So let's see, we have 17, almost 18 minutes left here. By the time I quit running my mouth, that will make it about 10 minutes after the next hour. And then again, we will go back to the beginning and we will watch it until we get to a recognizable part of the video. And at that point, the show will come to an end. But I think we're going to be here for a little bit.
Don't have what I need. You know, it don't take much to run my business down here. You know, like.
Hey, anytime you show up, you're right on time. It's like I said, man. Please say hi.
Start at humble beginnings. The scooter would be cool. You know what I mean? It's different things. But the fact is that, like I said, I'm trying to run the whole thing and get it to other cities and states where we can do it up there. You know, it's going to require some money. It's going to require a budget. So we could talk about it and figure all out how you want to approach.
Yeah, I think he has Christina confused with Jeannie from the classic television show. Ladies and gentlemen, Sticky TT6 is here, the man that's going to bring us the psych eval tomorrow. I'm glad you stopped in. Let everybody know for sure what your times are here. You gotta promote.
Approach it, and I'll go to you and ask you the questions, and you can give me the answers. But I'll literally plan it all out and show you.
And again, I will be live 1 hour before the scheduled psych eval here on Negative 43 TV, so we can all gather up and go on together as one big happy family.
Blueprint for how I want to do it. Because when I go out in these streets, I got to have suits that are efficient. Like, I could do it in this because I'm that hardcore and I'm that tough of a guy, but it's not, this is not vital, you know, because if I get into it in
All
the street,
right.
you know, this stuff is on my clavicle.
Thank you very much, Sticky. I don't think I'm confused about it anymore. It is tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time, which would be 8 p.m. Eastern time, the 3-hour difference. So at 7 p.m. Sneedville time, which is Eastern time, I'll be on to give old Sticky a nice lead in here.
And it's armor, it's steel, and it's bouncing and moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't have none of that.
Hey, I'm telling you, Stylus, I was very young when I Dream of Jeannie hit. Everybody was in love with Barbara Eden.
When it comes go time, it's got to just be totally efficient suits. It needs to be bulletproof without no questions asked. I need rib coverage. I need coverage of my neck, probably Kevlar. They sell Kevlar like scarf things for like $20-something, honey, on the internet.
Indeed, Kevlar scarves will stop bullets.
So a lot of the tools I need to
just loosely wrapped around your neck, it will still stop bullets.
Be Batman, we can order online, no problem. So we're going to be
well, it might not bleed as much because the wound would like pack itself.
Chilling, happy, get everything set up like I told you, get everything right, everything just in perfect shape. And then we're going to look into more, and we're just going to start building together. Does that make sense? So you can let me know. What even is digital real estate? Digital real estate is something I discovered that they, again, were trying to steal.
Yeah, you should do that. Every psych eval show is a really big deal.
From me, because the agent that they paid off to pretend he fired me at that little corner store, that whole debacle, he was asking me, trying to get information because they told him and they paid him. So they see that comes out in the federal lawsuit. He lost both jobs, honey, and got his karma, and he basically ran out the neighborhood.
And what a fine trifecta that is.
Okay. So, yeah. So, you know, I mean, karma is real. Batman is really walking karma. Batman really runs everything. Batman is really what he says he is.
Yeah, Barbara Eden was a very, very rare looking woman. Really, a very rare looking person. Yeah, that's beauty on another level.
Right. So it's like, no, I mean, you know, me, I'm the real deal. You know, I'm nice, but I don't play games, and I'm about my respect. And what digital real estate is what he tried to steal from me. They're like apps, but digital real estate just means real estate digitally. It just means that you're able to do transactions and invest in properties.
Well, thank you so much for stopping in. We will all see you for the very big psych eval tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, please say goodbye to Sticky TT6. He's got to go back to work. Boy, do I remember those days. Oh my God, do I remember those days.
And get percentages back of what you're investing in. Okay. But also what they offer, if you have good credit, which I'm guessing you do, and assuming you may, mine sucks because
this may be the best Kevlar fiber joke of them all. It comes from Blue. Reading for the listeners. Joey wants a bulletproof ascot now.
Never gave me an opportunity, and they kept lying and setting me up, right? And never let me do it. And I didn't want it because I'd rather just pay and own things. But at this point, I would like you to help me too with that, with approaching, trying to fix my credit. So hopefully we can, you know, it'll help us to do things. That's all. And make things easier on us. Because then if we put something on payments, it's okay because I already own everything. You know, we already own everything. So the point is, digital real estate, what they'll do is they'll give you loans, and it's for like property projects, like flipping homes, stuff like that. That way it would keep us busy. And what I want to do with you, it already told me the reading a while back, months ago, it said, you're going to be real estate tycoons. We're going to be doing real estate. We'll be doing real estate independently. And I'm going to try to figure out, we may be able to build our own digital real estate platform, meaning that.
Oh, hell, I've been grifting for quite a while now. I think what we need right now would be a sponsor, ladies and gentlemen. This portion of our show is brought to you by I Need a Budget. Now in an easy-to-use enema.
Instead of having to invest into somebody else's, that's an app or a current structured business,
indeed,
we'd be able to build our own, and then
just stick it right up your ass and squeeze the bottle.
Have others invest in us. Does that make sense? Because, see, Austin is a place for that all day. Austin is a place of commerce. Most of it's fake. They're pyramid schemes. They've tried to recruit me in it, but they make the people pay to get in the network, and then they tell you, you can make it. It's all lies. It's all nonsense. It's a pyramid scheme. Okay? They're Masons. So I shut down companies like that, like I did Empower Network. But my point is, we can actually go on about, because we have money. When you have money, you have options. You can actually go about trying to do that stuff with them.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you listeners, it's been a very, very good night for you, and I'm about to entertain you yet again. This comes from that guy. If he gets a bulletproof ascot, maybe he can pretend he's Fred from the Scooby Gang.
You understand? So, like, it's pretty simplistic. So
who here wouldn't smoke dope with Scooby-Doo? Forget Shaggy.
But yeah, digital real estate is where they can give you loans to do these are actual physical, real real estate projects, right? But it's just looked at digitally. The future of everything is digital. Real estate, the future will
weed kills most dogs, not Scooby.
Be digital. They won't even have to tour homes physically unless you want to. They'll tour homes digitally. If I'm going to buy a home, I'm always want to see it physically, common sense. You're going to show me a digital video. I want to go there and look at it. And especially if I may be renovating it or something. See, we're going to be busy. You wanted to work. We're going to be able to work as soon as you want to, because we're going to do that. And the way you start, and this is what nobody understands and knows, they got shacks for 30 grand, 20 grand. You go buy one of them shacks, people think, oh, that's not a smart investment. You want to bet? You get one of them shacks, you fix it up as long as it.
Now, this is what I call a chat exchange. That was great.
It's fixable. Take a good look at it. Look at everything. See if there's anything in there that's not supposed to be there. You fix up one of them cheap shacks, get a couple of them. Hell, you go to Detroit and buy all them $1 homes. I mean, you're talking about there's so much property around when you have money that you can pick this stuff up for dollars on the dime.
So, I mean, where does that leave you, Negative 43 TV Saturday, man?
Pennies on the dime. I mean, like, I know what I'm doing. You get a condo at the island, they used to go for $50K. So you put $50K into a condo at the island, we immediately have that to live, turn that into an Airbnb. Now you have residual income coming in, right? Then you take that residual income and you do what I've taught for years, compounding businesses. So you take that residual income coming in from the Airbnb while we're out having fun on the island. When we leave, that's when we get the money for the Airbnb because somebody stays there. And you can list that thing pretty high because the prices on the island go up. Okay, so you can pay attention and see how
we got some Scooby ripping going on in the comments. I'll start with, like I said, man, for the listeners, of course, there's a theory that Scooby is high as hell on psychedelics 24/7. That's how he knows all that stuff. The Scooby snacks are psychedelic. When he runs away, it's cause he's having a bad trip. I love that. And then Negasonic middle-aged dickhead follows up with, honey, those meddling kids figured out I'm not Batman. Will I be okay?
Pricing works.
Oh, you make it so much easier.
And just go along with it, mimic it, the way these people try to mimic me, like Mike Saha, right? Who looked like a cat with a yarn ball, right? So my point is, right there, you got residual income. You use that residual income to build the other businesses.
How did you go from a kitten with a yarn ball to residual income? Jesus X.
You build a restaurant, everything. Hold on.
Okay.
You use that residual income, build a restaurant, full catering service.
Dude.
You want to work, we're going to be busy as hell. We're going to be busy as hell in a good way, though. And I don't want it to get overwhelming, so I'm going to make sure I structure it where it doesn't overwhelm you. I'm always
Yeah, Shaggy and Scooby were definitely stoners. You can't tell me anything different.
Control. It's something I don't have to work on. I know what I'm doing. So I need you to really trust me. And that's part of love, You got to really, really give me your trust. And, even if it takes a little bit of time, which I'm sure, I know you trust me.
Give me your trust so I can misappropriate your funds, which I will never get my hands on because, well, do I really need to say it again? I don't think so.
You just got to really give me your trust. I know what I'm doing. I will not steer you wrong.
I believe he did. Yeah, I also remembered that they met the Addams family and Jerry Reed at Pretty Mary Sunlight.
I'm going to do everything for you. for us. I want us to be good, but that does involve me too.
I love me some Jerry Reed. And ladies and gentlemen, we have who I believe to be a new arrival here at the Negative 43 TV studios. Will you please warmly welcome A? And let me see, that guy, okay, maybe not so much. Yep, we'll do that. Thank you. And the welcome, forget about it.
You know, so I matter. And I never have before, so it's a new thing for me, and it's all that I've ever wanted, and it means a lot to me. I don't want to start crying, but it's just the truth. But we can deal into real estate easily, and then right there, like I said, get residual income from that. Guess what? Stack that up real quick. You buy another property, you already have money on top of it. You're already going to have money, right? Buy another property, same thing, Airbnb it, right? Now you're renting 2 properties. Now you have residual income for 2 properties. Now you're able to use that for your business, all your businesses. You see what I'm saying? And it don't take much upkeep. You just make sure the place is good, clean, try to be good to the tenants as a landlord. If anybody's crazy, you let me deal with it the right way, because everybody's scared of me. And that's about it. You feel me? And I would talk to, if I could, I would try to talk to them before they go in there.
Yeah, Filmations was absolutely great. It looked cheap as hell, and that's part of what made it so good.
And we wouldn't put a whole lot in there, because in case anybody goes crazy or they try to find it or any weird stuff, that's the thing. These people can't do what they're doing. They can't just target a couple or people and follow you around and cause problems, bro. You end up in prison like that. So when we have a lawyer and the resource, once we get the money, it's over. All that nonsense is done. So that's why would y'all come in here in the chat and be typing? Bro, you're going to get a call from an attorney right around the corner here.
No, we're not.
Yep. They're going to tell you, don't ever come in this chat again. You got that? And you're going to be a good boy, all of you, and you're going to say, okay, because you can't. That's how it works. Feel me? So, yeah, like, these people are funny as hell, man. They mad as hell. But yeah, that's what digital real estate is. Let me see what else you said.
Well, say something. Or don't. The comments are always far more interesting than anything that may be going on the screen at any particular time. Scooby,
well, yeah, that's a good question, honey. But
were the best. If I recall right, that started like in the really early 70s, like when I was 10 or 11 years old, and went dead on through the 70s with me.
I don't know. Like I said, I mean, I'm not bluffing. I think you know that. I mean, when I played blackjack in Vegas, and one day I went I risked going down to 5,000 and losing it all. And I took the chance. I made a bet. I got up to 23,000 in one day off blackjack when I was risking being at about 5.
Oh, you're not wrong about that. I wasn't a crazy fan of it. I just loved the concept of the whole thing.
$5,000 to my name. Okay. I have a gift.
And apparently it was a great concept because it exists to this day.
Intuition. I have a genius mind. I mean, my mind really is a supercomputer. It's not going to be hard to do businesses. We will literally run the real estate world. I mean,
I forgot about that.
I can outdo the company.
Now, that was one of the better ones. Yeah, I saw that one. They did, in fact, meet the Harlem Globetrotters. Curly Neal, Meadowlark Lemon, those guys. The Globetrotters of my youth.
I'm just being honest. Like Keller Williams and all that hires people at real estate agents. That's what these regular peon peasants do. They get the job, and then they have to go through all that trying to sell the property to make $2,000-$3,000 at most. Well, we won't have to do that. We could do that to start on the side to get experience. That would be great, but that's all it would be, experience. Anything we do would be, it's kind of like what the military does.
All right, let me interrupt again for no obvious reason. We're going to have one more smoke 'em if you got 'em here in about 5 minutes, and I've got a little bit of that weed sitting on this tray. Oh my goodness, I shouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's time to give it the brush.
It does. Honestly, you would just be seeing how it goes to help us run our business and do what we need to do. You understood? Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
That manly giggle.
So yeah, basically, I don't know. I mean, we'll be doing real estate right away. The digital real estate is a lot more complicated, so I still have to figure out how we're going to do it. But I know that you can take money and you can get like
boy.
You can get up to, I don't know, I know 10% for sure. I think you can get maybe higher, maybe 20, 25%,
Oh, help me.
like annual or semi-annual return.
That might be a little bit too much
on your money. So just means if you take a little bit of money, let's say you take $5,000, you'll get 10% of that back. All you got to do is let it sit in there, and you just can't touch it until it turns out with the property, with the project they're doing. Now, if they mess up or something, I don't know how that works, but I'm pretty positive they give you a return of some sort regardless. And I don't think you would.
You're pretty sure. You're just pretty sure. You don't know for certain, but you're pretty sure. What a business genius.
Lose your money. But that's why we look into it and we do more research specifically upon the investment that we choose. But we'll be looking into digital real estate. My point is, if you have good credit, they'll give you a loan. I'm talking 100,000 to like maybe higher for projects.
Okay, she's supposed to have $6.87 million, yet you're talking about getting $1 million loans? Are you insane? Yeah, you are. Never mind.
So, but I don't really want that pressure on you and us because we may not know what we're doing. So, we'll just have to talk about it and figure it out, but I don't like doing anything with companies for that reason, because then you're under their power. Even 50 Cent said the best thing is making money when you're sleeping, when you're not doing anything, which is the point I'm at already with this business. He said that's when you're winning, because nobody has power over you. If you work for someone else, they have power over you. If you work for yourself, you have all the power. Awesome. Okay. I'm not going to say that on here because it's none of their business, of course.
Hang on.
But
I almost
that's
got
what
that
I'm talking
rolled.
about. That is,
if you work for yourself, you have all of the responsibility. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Please welcome Baby Gangsta Dick, world's most diabolical Rip. He's here right now and he's here live.
It's awesome. And that right there tells me a lot. I already figured, it just shows me that we could do that, because they'll give you a loan. Everything else, honey.
Yeah, he does think that's infinite money. You're right, that guy.
They're going to give me a hard time with everything else, like, with what we put in our name together and all that. So just keep that in mind because of my credit, because it sucks.
I'm sorry about that.
It's not my fault. It's there.
I didn't mean to put that up. Do you want me to temporarily get rid of him? I think maybe I will do that. I'm putting you in timeout if you want to come back here and watch Tyree and enjoy Tyree with us. That's fine. But yeah, here it comes. And that's something I don't necessarily like to do. I really don't, but you can't come in here and do that.
But I got targeted by the government. I'm not going to have good credit. But, we'll just have to deal with it the right way and go through it. And you can help me out and we'll see what we can do if we have to try to fix it or whatever.
You're most welcome, that guy. And things like that is why I just stay my ass in Sneedville. It gets rough out there.
But you got to kind of pick me up out the mud, honey. I've been through hell. I'm a man. Nothing I can do about it. It's just the way we get treated.
Pick me out up the mud. I've been through it. I'm a man. Fuck you. You're begging for mommy's help.
In the world. And that's where love comes into play, because, most of these so-called women, they won't do that. They don't care about us. They just use us. But you care about me. I know. You actually love me. It's true love. Yeah, it's smart. I know, because you're smart and you're on top of things. That's good. But you understand what I'm saying, right? Like, I don't come.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I really do.
From, nice circumstances. I don't come from having good credit. I mean, I got it out the mud. I come from having nothing. I mean, I used to eat an egg a day and go work out. I mean,
no!
I used to go get pomegranate juice just so I could get a little bit of antioxidant into it.
An egg a day and pomegranate juice. You must have been an unstoppable machine. Negative 43TV's Saturday Madness. 59 minutes after the hour. Hell, it's almost the top of the hour.
I mean, I made something out of nothing. I made something out of nothing with this. I'm very proud of myself. So, I'm going to need you to really.
I don't know.
pick me up. I mean, it is going to take some money. It's going to take just love and you being like, I really want to help my husband. I want to help this guy, where he's not struggling, because once you get me right, then I get to actually show my potential and live up to my potential. And that's what it's about. But until I have all the resources I need, it's kind of like if I tell you, hey, I need this to run my business, it's just what I need. I don't try not to go overboard with it. But like I said,
it's way better than laundry detergent. So one more time, for your amusement as well as my own, it's smoke 'em if you got 'em time. Thank goodness I don't have to drive anywhere tonight. Yay!
when I do this in different cities and states for real, we're going to build the suits together. We'll do it all together. And like I said, it just all has to be up to date. It has to be right, because when I'm out in these streets, it's not no game. These are cities like Houston, Dallas. I mean, we're talking active cities where there's a lot going on. It's no more playtime. It's no more walking around. Nothing's happening. I'm talking about, I got to have, a vehicle, a Batmobile of some sorts. I got to have, motorcycles.
He did say that, Horza. He recently said that he has to relearn how to cook an egg. At 35, I mean, that's basic survival skills.
I have what I need. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm going to, give it a little bit of time and ease into it. And we'll do like the celebrity thing with it for a while. We're just going to build together first and get it all going, because I want to ease you into it so that you can understand how real what I'm doing is. And it's going to take time, because when I do it, I really want to have all the resources there and then get to doing it. You know what I mean? Because that's how Batman did it, So I'm doing the real thing. It's crazy. I saw a video today. It was saying, being Batman is impossible. Man, that's nonsense. They said he doesn't get any sleep. I don't get any sleep, and I do what I do. He said he'd have to be extremely strong, trained, know all the martial art. Yeah, I know all that.
You get no sleep because you're on a very, very manic upcycle, which is not actually a psychiatric term, yet it describes what he's going through very well, I think.
He said he'd have to have the mansion, have that, have to have the Batcave, have that, have several of them, right? Like, people don't get, like, I literally am Batman, bro. I'm telling you, I have the whole infrastructure. I just need money, or who loves me to help back me with the money, with your money, with your money, so that you can support what I'm doing.
Wow, that was quite an exchange there. Very, very clippable. Oh boy, this is really good.
Like I said, I truly don't care about money. I care about love, and I care about you. But it's just, to do this, it's going to take money. And I just, I'll do everything the poor man's way, the cheapest way I can, and keep all the prices down as much as I can. But I'm just saying, we want to do it the right way, so that, and I know you're going to want to, because you're going to want to make sure I'm safe as possible. Because what
I was hacking my brains out. I'm better now.
I'm doing is not, I don't have to say it. You can figure it out, but it's what I love to do, and it's what I'm meant to do. And I'm going to make a huge difference in the world. And like I said, I'm just going to give it some time. When you're here, you don't have to worry about that. We'll talk about everything. I'll lay out the blueprint and explain it to you, and it will ease into it. It'll take.
Lay out the blueprint. There is no blueprint. You pull it out of your ass every single time. And with every repeat, somehow or another, it gets more convoluted and just torn to pieces.
Some time, I just want to focus on us and having fun. We need to build our life and focus on building our own family.
Oh, God.
The Batman thing can wait, honestly. I'm all right with that. You know what I mean? It's something that I need to do. I'm going to have to help people and save people, and that's it. It's just going to be basically, you're going to be trying to help me to do the missions to help save people and help people and make a difference and protect. You know what I mean? But it is going to have to be done at some point, because I truly believe it's God's will and God's purpose for me to help these people. You know what I mean? And I know you're going to understand and want to help. So, we're good to go. Okay. I love you. I'm going to message you right now. Okay. But yeah, everything is great and fantastic. And I don't know. I can't believe I made it to this point, man. I'm really proud of myself. And like I said, if you all are proud of me, you can donate to me and actually reward me for accomplishing something. I will never be anything but rewarded for my success. But I did it, man. I made it here.
It seems you're being punished constantly. Because you are being punished constantly.
You know what I mean? And I really did it all by myself. I did it with God. I did it with Christina. But the rest of you ain't really do nothing for me, bro. So y'all can donate right now, bro. It'll help me so that I don't have to go out my way and go through more nonsense and have a hard time when this is basic.
That's what we want you to do. Fuck off.
Easy stuff. All you got to do is donate a couple bucks. Hopefully y'all will, all right? Talk to y'all in a minute, man. All right, stay upset. They keep failing, and we keep winning.
Your idea of winning truly is strange, so we're going to go back to the very, very beginning of this thing. Geez, how much do we have? We may have up to 20 more minutes of new material. We may have less. It's all a guess, don't you know? So after part 2, now we're going to watch part 1 of Help Batman Get Wild, Cherry Pepsi. And by the way, during the show, he did not get his Wild Cherry Pepsi. Oh shit, here we go now. Up goes the curtain. At any second now, there goes the mouth. You know it's going to happen. Needs to happen as soon as possible. Oh boy. We have a black screen very early in this one. Anything to make it harder on an old man, huh? Yeah, I'm...
testing 1 2, testing
what
1
am
2.
I
Honey,
at?
please let me know that, well, it's not going to rhyme, but that you can hear me.
Yeah.
Just let me know. We've got a lot of fans. A lot of people are looking
That's
at Batman.
right. 699 subscribers. I had never thought I'd see the day. We're only 400 away from AdSense.
Batman feels uncomfortable. Batman is shy today. I'm going to touch the street sign again because it is taking forever. Thank you. All right, here we go. Walk sign time. Bat across the street. Bats' lives matter. That's right. Welcome, people, to my humble abode. Welcome.
No, welcome to the show, actually, Taiwi, because in and of itself, you're completely not entertaining at all. But between me and the seemingly endless amount of comedians that we have in the comments, it's pretty easy to roast your ass. We love it.
To my life is Batman. That's right. All right, so
Aww.
people
Oh, thank you, Connie. Very nice of you to say.
doubted me, man. They doubted me. Remember that penguin when he was talking all that smack, honey, saying, I don't have to dress up as a bat. I don't have to dress up as a bat to do it. And I get views. You don't get any views.
You know, he didn't sound childish at all.
Your channel failed. All right, hold on. Let me see if my honey's hearing me.
Oh, great. Anyway, say hi to Pete, the destroyer of Bud. I'm doing really well, and I know you're doing a lot better, too, since I actually got some marijuana instead of those screw-on things. Yeah, I know, I know you hate them. I know you hate them.
Mouth like all of them do.
Shut up a minute. Yeah, I know you hate them. Well, you don't have to call them motherfuckers or anything. I mean, damn. Yeah, Pete's been a little bit bitter. He's been ignored lately.
Yeah, I'm pretty smart, Penguin. It ain't no gimmick. It works.
Yes, indeed. I have made my pot grinder a character on this show. It's really weird.
Works, right? It definitely works. You got to give me credit. You got to give me credit where credit's due, huh?
Negative 43,000 subs. Well, I guess that's still a good line. I like it.
Huh?
I like it.
Don't you? I said, don't you? Do. Oh, don't you?
Oh, you don't have to tell me you're kidding. My ass isn't tender at all, certainly compared to Tyree.
Right?
I can take a joke. He can take a dick. There's a difference.
The song I sing to
Indeed.
Spider-Man. I bet you wish your superhero was strong like me. Oh, I love it. I love it. We got them so triggered and depressed over little old me. They are so mad. They are angry. That's right. Not angry, but angry.
You do realize that in a real life situation, you would say somebody was angry, and then you would wake up 14 hours later in a hospital.
They're angry as hell right now.
It's not intimidating. It's annoying and infuriating.
You got them boys triggered press. Like I said, I couldn't get my wild cherry Pepsi. I got a couple of things that I need.
Okay, let me light this thing.
Right? I felt it was too expensive. We have got to get audience support here. That's right. Now everything and every effort is towards trying to get crowdfunding. You have the Cash App in the description box, on the community tab or the community wall. If you can navigate yourself there down yonder, you will find, okay, that there is a Cash App, a Venmo, and a PayPal. That's right. And you can use any one of those there resources. Go
And each one of them contain government codes. You're welcome.
ahead and pay me. That's right. And you can help me get where I'm going. That's right, boss. Because I deserve it. I've earned it. And right now, I am supremely proud of myself.
Yeah.
This thing, I
He's so skeletal. Yeah, that could be possible.
need to fix it, but I don't think.
Here's what's going on, Red Screen. We got onto this one and we picked it up more or less live. We didn't actually see the first part of this one. So we're going to watch this until I get to what I would call recognizable content. And at that point, Saturday Madness will end, but I think it could be a little bit.
I can right now, so I'm just going to have to put up with it. But yeah, that penguin was running his mouth. That penguin ran his mouth for a long time. Now he's quiet as a mouse. That penguin ain't got nothing to say now. What?
Oh, you're welcome, Red. It's confusing as hell. It's definitely not the way one would usually go about this. I'll say that.
What's up, penguin? Huh? You little penguin, you was talking. You was running that mouth, penguin, that beak. You was saying a lot of nonsense, penguin. Bet you watch me now and cry. That's right, I bet he go to his little room and cry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. There we go, we got a honk.
Yep.
I tried to wave, but I have the phone in my hand. We've got supporters, baby. These people are mad. They are mad as hell.
Every honk equals a Freemason agent that works with us, the double OA. Never forget it.
They are angry. You understand? This is what it is. Christina, let me know that I got the camera good, that when I'm moving it, I'm not moving it too much. Okay? But yeah, man, you know, these people, like I said, they've got nothing for me, right? And
now, part 2 of shameful begging, or should I say shameless begging. Either one works.
it is what it is, man. Like I said, we're going to keep on winning right in front of everybody. And that's really about it. That's how the cookie crumbles. What in the hell is that? That's a dragonfly. Yeah, I done discovered another species, boss. That's a whole dragonfly right there. But yeah, man, I love it. All right, I'm gonna step out of the chat. All right, and like I said, I'm getting nothing, no reaction, nothing. All right, I'm gonna step out of the chat. You can have fun talking to yourself. Okay. Penguin is I can't say that on here, honey. That wishes he was half the man you are.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, honey. That really means so much to me, really, to have you say that. Are you going to tell that penguin off when you get down here? Because you're going to have the chance. You'll have the opportunity.
Okay.
Real talk. You'll have the opportunity to tell that penguin.
Why wait? Do it yourself. Most men would.
Say, you stay away from my man. Penguin.
Christ.
Penguin is a bird that cannot fly. Christina's all excited. She's super excited to come down here and meet me and be with me. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Honey, just wait. Just wait until we do our live stream. Because we're going to do a live stream. That's the first thing we do. Oh, we getting on live. But we're going to be like moving around doing what we're doing. We're going to get right on live stream for them and make them mad as hell. Yeah, that's what they deserve.
Yep, that's the first thing that I would do after meeting a so-called woman that's been running me around the bushes for 4 years. That's my first move. Motel room would not even cross my mind. I know it doesn't yours.
They're going to be losing it. Okay? I mean, absolutely losing it. Honey, can you tell me, is my idea okay that I want to do that as our parting gift to the valley for now and to the...
Oh, yeah, okay. Just a moment, please. SETI, come in, please. Yes, SETI, initiate code Dragonfly. Again, initiate code Dragonfly. Over. Thank you.
paying one specifically. Can I get maybe that big scooter?
So what's really going on here with all of that? It's kind of an improvised drama. I may have already said too much, but nobody here is out of their mind. He's just sucker enough to believe all of it.
It ain't that much. Can I get that big scooter? I'm thinking when you help me get the license. And if not, we'll get like the same one I had. And I'll be careful, I promise. I won't.
No, thank you, whereas it's really been kind of slow here tonight. It's usually a lot busier on a Saturday night, but the all of the new bird drones are making everything a lot easier.
Like, I won't do anything crazy, or have any issues. I'm smart, and I've learned. I mean, I was smart then. It was just something that needed to happen, sadly, but it's part of my journey and my walk. Made me a lot stronger mentally. It made me a lot tougher. It showed me I could pull through pretty much anything.
Wow.
That was impossible.
Your idea of pulling through anything is excessively low.
That was unsurvivable.
I would say more non-existent.
But yeah, I mean, I could get the same one. Something, we'll figure it out. You can help me, but we'll figure out how to get inventory for that. And all that, we can figure that out pretty quick. But I was just asking if that's okay.
Always with the fucking inventory, huh?
We could get me rolling on some kind of wheels, even if it's something on the sidewalk, but something like electric or maybe gas, something, I don't know. I don't really like gas because I don't want to breathe it. But like probably something electric. But I wanted to do that as our parting gift.
That was recognizable to me, so we'll go on for about another 5 minutes, and then Saturday Madness will be over with for today.
One more, roundabout around the valley, riding around as Batman, and I'd like to I really like to live stream it or something, or just or record it, better yet, and have them see how many honks we get, how crazy people go, and that'll be right before we leave the valley for a minute, but
again, honks are free agents, so Freemasons must be thinking baseball or something. I don't know.
Like I said, we're gonna be at the island and all that first.
Or maybe I'm just higher than hell. That's in play too.
It's gonna take us a minute. Man, this car is here still. There was some big commotion over here earlier. I don't know what happened, but something happened. Christina said, I'm so going to tell him off and his you-know-what brother, too. See, everybody knows about you and your brother. You got a thing going on. Mrs. Jones.
Indeed, smoke 'em if you got 'em is over with for this week in about another minute or so. So will the show.
They got a thing going on.
So drone-like.
Oh, I love it. Hey, I got a question for y'all. How come y'all never learn how to talk and conversate? Why do you just sit there and type incrementally? You know that's illegal, right? See? Bro, you've got nothing for me. Just learn how to talk, man. Participate in the program. Anything else is illegal. You can't do it. These people, I mean, they're just doing it to themselves. That's all they've ever done is do it to themselves. I think it's funny. So you can type to yourself. I'm not here for that. If you're not going to talk to me positively in the right way, and you're not conversating with me or trying to treat me right, especially when it's on the internet behind a computer, why would I entertain you? That don't make sense, right? So, yeah, like I said, a voice here ain't free. If you want a voice on this network, go ahead and send $25 to the Cash App.
Nope, not doing it. And I know for sure at this point we have seen the entire video totally out of order, but we have viewed the entire mess that was Help Bad Man Get Wild Cherry Pepsi. And that is about all that I have for you on this Saturday Madness. As always, thank you so very much for spending some of your Saturday with us here on Negative 43 TV. Like to thank Best in Show for his super chat. Very, very appreciated as always. Programming note, I will be here tomorrow at 7 p.m. Sneedville time. At 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the United States, which will be an hour before the big show. So I'll be doing an opening act show. And I certainly hope that not only can you be there, but I hope a whole bunch of other people are there as well, because these shows, they're truly special events. Truly special events. So you'll want to be there, but you'll want to start with me at 7 p.m. Sneedville time tomorrow. Look forward to that. Oh my goodness, am I ever. Fantastic party. There is very little that, like I said, man said, show up or else. I'm not going to be that blunt about the whole thing, but if you're into Sneedville, it's the kind of show that you absolutely, positively do need to see it. So, great time, great party, but you know what I'm about to say, don't you? So just say it with me. It's time to bring up the house lights and go home. I'm Rich Baritone, and until the next time, I'll talk to you.
And now, Negative 43 TV KUNT ends another broadcast day. Negative 43 TV is a wholly owned subsidiary of Baritone Media, LLC, with corporate offices located at One Cross Tower in downtown Sneedville. Negative 43 TV studios are located at 6969 Dead Daddy Drive in Sneedville. Negative 43 TV operates at a power of 200 hamster wheels, turning at exactly 61 revolutions per minute. On behalf of Rich and Marie Baritone, Old Betsy the Computer, Pete the Destroyer of Bud, and the rest of us here at Negative 43 TV, I'm Cleveland Steamer. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. And now, high flight.
Slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter's silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace where never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.